DFCRadio.com.
Alrighty then, we are back.
Oh,
Your mic is set.
Yeah,
It is getting.
we had a little stall glitch out right there. I was doing an Ace Ventura Alrighty then. I don't know if you guys caught all that, but you know we're the plug. It's Monday. We back and we live.
Live, baby.
We got the whole squad on today. We squatted up.
Hey guys,
No man down. Sam is here. Have no fear.
back in action, back from vacation, and eventually getting home to a new home. I'd say it's pretty dope.
We're actually gonna talk to you about that here in a little bit because we know you
yeah?
had a lot going on in Camp Sam.
Ooh.
But let's get over to the rest of the crew. Myself,
Yeah.
Dutch Masta,
What's up, dude?
not a mucho. We got my boy.
Yo.
Rocky.
What up, son?
Yes, no, it's just a fucking beautiful day. It's starting to get real nice around these parts this time of year, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Oh yeah, weather's
So.
coming back.
It's good. It's been real good. I had some celebrations over the weekend. One a really good homie of mine got married.
Oh, congrats.
So we were doing that over the weekend. That was really cool. Got to actually took some time like off of gaming and streaming for like a day or two, and it, felt pretty good. Just kick back, relax.
That's why you need to clone yourself.
Yeah, I
You can
know.
Have other you just home.
I know.
Continuing the stream.
Yeah, that's fucking
24
great
hours
idea.
of Dutch.
That's a great idea.
You did already.
Yeah.
Lil Royce.
Yeah, it's got to take a couple years.
He
to
will
get
be
him
the
into it.
master.
You
And to
just got
get
to
him
finish
into it.
training them up to
Right.
par, dog. You got it.
That's right, actually. That's all good ideas. These are all really good ideas. But yeah, so Sam, though, you were gone last week,
Yes.
and we know you were going through some moving,
Uh-huh,
and everything else, but you also said you're going on your little vacation, but
Yeah.
like it's more of like you even say maybe even a
It's a-
spiritual experience.
It's a retreat.
your
you
Coachella,
will.
annual Coachella trip.
Yeah.
There you go.
And give us.
Oh, man.
let's hear about it because
how
Coachella
do we
has
spell
so
this
much.
appropriately?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
give us like
okay.
how about this? The environment. We always know that they really do art and
to
all that
share,
stuff.
yeah. this
Kinda
is-
give us
this
those
is- It's a
themes.
music festival. It's
Yeah.
an art festival. It's a world festival. It's a care about your environment festival. They push a lot of stuff. And, I mean, if you know Beyonce,
Yeah,
then maybe you've heard of this place.
Bay.
Yeah. Because according to her, it's now Beachella.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, truthfully, like a lot of more people go to Coachella because of her. Like she
Oh,
is
yeah.
fucking.
So
That's the
amazing.
cheapest fucking
Let's-
ticket to see Beyonce in the world.
There it is, exactly.
Probably.
too. Yeah,
Come
it's
on,
true.
But
like,
let's break it down with that lady. Like, Beyonce was supposed to headline last year.
Right.
But pregnant and took it off. And so we've known for over a year that she was going to be headlining this festival. And she was the Saturday night headliner. She had a live marching band fully choreographed every single friggin' note of the entire performance.
Oh man.
It was it was a whole homecoming thing that she
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
And so it was like absolutely amazing performance.
All right.
Like she even said on stage like how she's been dreaming this up. Her sister Solange came out.
Okay.
We got a Destiny's Child reunion. We got
Nice.
Jay-Z for a track.
Dude, that's it
It
fucking
was-
why Coachella
hey,
is
yeah,
special.
for
dude.
real.
Exactly.
Jay came out. You got
Yeah.
Destiny's Child. Hey,
Yeah. All in one, and that's all
$300
one
ticket.
set.
Shit.
I
Yeah.
saw over 30 performances myself, and there's over 100 bands that played there.
Right.
So that's just one of the performances.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, on that humongous stage,
Yeah, that's
with
what
all that crowd, all that attention, and to see her, she was extremely genuine about it.
Yeah, that's why Coachella is like really is like a special a place like I know a lot
It
of
is.
people talk shit about it, like because
I mean, it's
for
grown.
whatever reasons, like it's too popular, too many people go, it's all ages, this and that. People are only there for the party, whatever
Yeah.
it is. It's that's how things become.
Those
popular,
are the people,
though.
and those people that give whatever
But you
negative
get
stereotype you're
some
thinking,
very
they're there
special-
one time. They don't come back the
Right.
next year.
But you
Usually,
get this-
they go there for the vacation.
You get very unique performances.
You get very unique experiences.
and experiences.
We
And
got a
that's the-
7-month pregnant Cardi B twerking on stage.
unique, to say the least. That's,
Unique.
That's a choice. That's
And
a
she's
choice
gonna be
word.
throwing it down again in a week.
Oh god!
I just watched it on YouTube.
She's been
Yeah.
twerking on Instagram though quite a bit with her pregnant ass, and it's just like Cardi,
It's- yeah.
babe, take it easy a little
But
bit.
hey,
You
give
know,
it
what's
up
his
to
name?
her.
Offset is just kind of
She-
like
There's not much she could do about
For
it.
where
dog.
she was,
Exactly.
she owned her set. She owned her shit, and it
he
was
probably loved
it was
though,
fun.
you know.
I was at the Cardi party. I did not stay that. I stayed for that one. It wasn't
Okay.
my favorite set, but
Right.
ton of fun.
Right,
I was telling you guys, Odessa,
right, yeah.
absolutely amazing
Always.
performance. I mean, we talk gaming, we talk graphics and stuff like that. Something that they've introduced last year and then it came back this year is this thing called the Antarctic, which is a dome display video
Yep.
that is like some of the most like encompassing virtual reality experience on a screen without glasses. It is this huge 3D just graphic design masterpiece. All of it was the music was curated by St. Vincent and Odessa.
Yeah.
And it shows you like what virtual reality can be.
Yeah, we actually seen something similar to
Insane
that
stuff.
at like E3 where
Yeah,
they have the
E3 last
domes
year,
that you
yeah.
go inside. It's like the full immersion,
Hey,
like
and
game
so-
real
experience.
shit. It was pretty intense in there.
Yeah,
too,
so imagine
man.
like going through like the fucking like 5-star fucking concert, inside that dome, just fucking losing your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Seems like- yeah,
I mean,
seems
this
like
was
it's
so. This
fucking-
was my 9th time doing this. I go with like a whole family of friends. That this is our reunion each year.
Yeah.
We come back. We have a big family. We have a huge camping space. Bring money, but the best part is to bring your own food because all that shit's expensive in
Yeah.
America.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
15
It's just like if you were going to the fair
yeah,
or something
new
like that
record.
and buying food.
My
there.
friend spent $26 on a burrito.
Fuck.
One.
One burrito.
Did
Yes.
it come with
You
like
know why?
like
'Cause
the drugs
it
already
was-
in it?
No drugs in it.
Did it make
Actually,
him come?
barely even.
Yeah, like did he have an orgasm?
Like,
after?
Actually, it was It was $16 with an extra $5 for sour cream
And
and an extra
avocado.
$5 for guac.
Yeah. Fuck.
And
me.
all there was this tiny little dollop at the bottom of it, and he was just like he felt so burned.
Yeah.
I brought like
You should never feel
no.
bad. Like even if you spend a lot of money for
Yeah.
food, you shouldn't feel like you got fucking ripped off. You
should get food at least, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't feel
I mean,
like, dude, did I make the right
$5
decision
for
on
a
feeding
scoop
myself?
of sour cream. Let's just talk about that.
Yeah, like god damn it.
Anyways, yeah, that's why I do like the cooler thing. I bring like cold cuts and shit, easy.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Bring camping. What you're gonna bring
Sandwiches
for
all
camping.
day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. It's like it's lazy camping is what it is.
And it's
there.
got all the stuff you needed, like
Yeah.
bread, meat, cheese, all the things. that
You
keep
could even
you
throw
going,
some
bro.
greens on there.
The greens are questionable for me. I like if I bring them, I keep them separate
Mm-hmm.
because we all know how you have that. You've all been children when your mom sends you to school with that sandwich and the fucking piece of lettuce in the middle there.
And
You're
it
like,
just
Mom,
turns into that piece of shit.
like, come on! You ever eat these sandwiches? You ever wait 3 hours then eat these? I didn't think so. Like the lettuce doesn't, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't
peanut
hold
butter,
up, dog.
even the peanut butter and jelly. The jelly goes through the
Yeah.
just gotta eat those things. Gotta have them made fresh or stored properly.
But that's where too.
Coachella.
It's great to have.
Same
I go with a
difference.
big group. Everybody brings some stuff. We have one giant campsite together. It's just like we're hanging out like a family in a living room. That just happens to be a camping spot right outside of the biggest music festival
Right.
I go to every
Yeah,
year.
and it also sounds like you developed your radio voice too a little
Yes.
bit. There.
Yeah.
So
It's got that.
you'll
crisp,
notice,
like, ending to
this
it
is-
there too.
They got
Yep.
some little
this is a now a
Yes.
tradition. This is like I
I
get
did.
the sexiest voice I'll ever have is because I threw it out screaming shit out in some polo fields.
Exactly. Love it. Love it. Love
If
it.
you haven't had the experience, it's expensive and totally worth it.
That's true. I actually met Sam at a Coachella, and I was the guy that went
Group
every year.
camped next to me.
Yeah.
That's how this shit was burnt.
Yeah, that is true. And I would go all the time too, and I kind of some years I was like, okay, cool, I'm cool with missing that one. To be honestly, I totally regret Missing this year.
This year was a new special. Like
yeah.
it was definitely like new tops in a lot
Yeah.
of places.
Well, 'cause what happened
the space
is-
is bigger everywhere. As I was telling you before, the Sahara tent, which is their like astronomically huge DJ tent. That's
yeah.
the biggest hangar ever, and it's bigger again this year. And they turned it sideways, which was great because it's just better for controlling. Like there was more space for the people to go see what you're doing, have your fun, and be in there. Where it used to be like this long old tunnel that either you were suffocating to get in there, or you
you
just
were,
stood
like-
out the back and didn't see
you're
shit.
or the sides, and like there were these metal poles holding up the tent
Yeah.
that you're like the whole time looking like this, and like
Yeah.
people think you're normal because it looks like you're dancing,
Hey,
but you're over here trying to
You're just
get
doing
a
the
good
bob,
spot,
and that's
yeah.
hey, that's a move if you do it with the beat.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I'm just trying to
I
see
see
this
it all
goddamn
now.
stage, man. But Coachella is super fun. It is all ages too, so anybody
Yeah.
can get into there. It's
I
a
am-
great experience.
Big on my music, and I seriously find a whole new wave of artists every single year.
Right. It's a great way. It's a great way to discover
Yeah.
new music.
I've got some.
That's good.
Barkley
Good news.
Crenshaw, if you haven't
Yep.
heard him, great producer. No Name, this girl who's been rapping and had an album out 2 years ago,
I'm
but got
familiar with
invited
that
in.
one.
She is she got a Chicago style, kind of like Chance.
Okay.
Loved it.
Okay.
Really genuine on stage. Had a lot of fun. Kept it
Sweet.
upbeat.
She do gospel rap?
No.
You said Chance.
Yeah, you know that flow though.
Oh, okay.
That kind of
The cadence
that like
rock.
that slow
I'm just
groove
saying,
rap.
Chance
It's
the
like
Rapper is a
cadence.
gospel
Yeah, yeah.
rapper, dog. All his songs are like
Well,
church. I don't
Okay, well, he
So-
was trying to get into like his genre of music,
Yeah.
bro.
Like that. It's a. I
We
guess
all know
it's
that you're
Chicago
the, we all know
style
that you're
rap,
the music
but-
professional here.
I'm just
Sorry.
saying, dog.
I get
Sorry.
it. I get it.
Asking.
No, she comes. So she
We know
comes
you're the
from like
professional
the
here.
same kind of groups of spoken poetry in Chicago that he came from.
Oh, okay. okay.
So
Black
like
as
early
the
on,
night.
she worked with him.
The day must rise again, my friend.
There you go.
That's my spoken
That's
word.
beautiful. It was beautiful.
I can respect it.
I could get we could do some DMX as spoken word. Have you ever heard that?
You know
That
what?
is the most intense spoken word ever. And if you listen
It's
to his
probably
raps,
aggressive. Yeah.
but if you listen to his raps, it's the same thing. This guy's a poet,
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
what he's doing.
Actually, yeah.
And if you listen to his raps, it doesn't sound like that. But if you just took like the lyric or the music away, it would be basically DMX is basically a
Yeah,
spoken
I
word.
heard him. He
That's
was
what I
on
like
He's a
about
spoken
rap
word
so much
rapper,
is
though.
poetry. I mean,
Yeah.
for
on
me,
somebody's show doing
I'm
that
extremely
shit.
picky
Yeah.
about the rap music I like because I treat it like poetry. Your words.
Yeah, well,
matter.
that's also if you listen to rap back in the day, you kind of are like more lyric focused and kind of based like of how you judge like the rapper himself.
Oh yeah.
Rather than like the albums that he's putting out, because like these days
Like
there's
a
rappers.
lot of that trap you get too is like
Yeah, but there's a lot of the
lazy-
rappers choose to not be that lyrically like great
smart.
because because like their audience
unnecessary
doesn't
now.
really
Yeah.
care
Yeah.
about it.
They want an
so-
audience they want a song that an audience can sing
Yeah.
to and groove on the beat.
Yeah.
and
Well, it's like-
dance, but then you lose some of the quality.
but it's like I relate all like that kind of stuff like to Instagram. Like you could like curate a like sick, well edited video, right, and post it on Instagram or social media, and it'll get like 1,000 likes or 1,000 views, right? You can also post an ear rape meme of the yodeling kid at Walmart, fucking yodeling,
Okay.
and the guy will get fucking 1,000,000 hits. It's
now
like,
that
dude,
you bring this up,
he was there, I know.
the greatest special
was there.
gift out of the
He was
entire
there.
damn weekend was the first set I went to. This cat named Weethan throws an awesome set down, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna bring a friend on stage," and it's the goddamn Yodel kid.
Yeah, but he sounded
He had thousands of people.
It sounded
going
a little
ham
kid.
for that little
It
kid.
sounded
and he's
really-
singing his shit on the Sahara stage.
I know, but it sounded pretty. It didn't
No.
sound that great.
It
was-
that dude is
I don't know what you were
bullshit.
watching,
I
but
know
I
he's
heard
a
that
kid.
It's
and that shit was so funny.
It was
I know
funny,
he's a kid, but
it
he's
didn't. We watched the
bullshit.
Oh,
YouTube.
okay.
We watched the YouTube.
Was it like the Coachella produced?
Yeah,
video?
it was. Yeah,
Okay.
And so but
Yeah.
it was when I nonetheless, it's great.
I don't know
Yeah.
why we made that little fucker like famous.
Well,
I
he
don't
just-
It's
get
the
it.
internet.
I'll tell you
Rock. You don't
something
get to
now.
choose,
I'll tell you
man.
something now. That kid fucks.
Yeah, that kid,
I'm
that
sure
kid right
he
there.
is.
That kid fucks.
I'm sure of it.
Yodel kid. Then you
He
had like
probably banged
so
something
other
that
headliners. You had the weekend was there.
Dick won't stop dripping.
You had the weekend on Friday night headline.
Peepee's hard.
He put on a really good set, really clean set. Nothing super special to me, but like just a good set. I think he's
Sweet.
going to change it up next weekend because Beyonce threw down so damn hard with her set.
It's fucking Beyonce, dog.
And then you had
like-
Eminem as the closer. And
Eminem
interesting.
came?
Yeah, so Eminem was the closer. And I got to say, like, I was afraid that he was going to be way too focused on that America album that he just did, where it's just like a whole bunch of political bashing.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, that's not a place where I want that shit.
Right.
But nope, he came out. He did it just like an old episode, like an episode of the Eminem Show. He
he
brought
did
tons of
do,
friends out. He messed with his band. He played all his tracks. He played his hits. Tons of guests come out to
he
rap
didn't do
with
that
him.
rap star track, did he?
I didn't stay for his whole set, so I don't know. I went to
okay,
Barclay
'cause
Crenshaw.
that's
I'm not the biggest Eminem fan.
You mean Rap God?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
I
God.
don't think
He
that's
probably-
a very. I don't think that's a very good concert.
He probably did that one though at some point. I don't know. He's got another weekend,
He
so
probably
I tried to mix
did
it up.
at some point. I don't
Like,
know.
yeah, he did. I just,
Yeah, you know. Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
get into
okay.
the fucking video games here.
We talked music. It was a good little special.
Sam, I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb. What you were gaming on was fucking Coachella.
That was a pretty good game.
Yeah,
pretty
okay,
damn
so we're
good
gonna
game.
go there. Rock, what do you been gaming on? Anything different?
Oh, I played a
I
game
got
of
you,
Trouble. You know the board game?
Oh, at Coachella?
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
well, that had to have been fun. I'm sure of it. But I got to play a little bit of Yakuza 6.
Ooh,
But,
tell it.
yeah,
What
man.
about? Did you find a reason why they gave us handkerchiefs at E3?
No. I was wondering. No, that was tissue papers.
Yeah,
Not-
with-
not
Call it
with
what
a
you want to call
label.
it. What the fuck's the point?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Tissue
It-
paper or a handkerchief? Why would I need it?
But I
well, they
will
were like,
say-
"Oh, we're at a gaming convention. All these motherfuckers are dirty as hell.
Dutch.
Please clean your hands."
Wipe your mouth. Wipe your hands in your mouth. before you
Yakuza
put
is
it-
good, and I'm going to pick it up myself. I'm going
Good.
to actually get it. It's a
Good.
game.
Yeah, I heard it was really good.
Yeah, I was like blown away how good it was because
And,
I wasn't really a fan of the other ones like that. I
they're-
liked them, but just like whatever.
Yeah, they're like Sega is like doing a lot. They're bringing in another Yakuza game, and then they have the Shenmue HD collection that's coming to next gen consoles, PS4, Xbox One. So they're doing some moves. You know, and we talked about it before.
Yeah.
Sega.
It's coming back to
It's
you're
on the
starting- You're gonna
horizon.
start
Let's
fucking hearing
get
that
it,
shit
dog.
again in your living room, and that's beautiful.
Man.
Me myself, I have been playing some Call of Duty World War II.
Nice.
To be honest, like I picked it up right when it came out, played it a little bit, then like set it down forever because Destiny 2 was still going, Monster Hunter, everything, and then a homie that's online started playing it in the middle of the night, and I was like, dude, I'm joining you, and he like showed me like they added some new shit, like some really cool levels, and I mean of course the DLC came out, but like that you don't have to have DLC for. There's new maps. What?
Also
There's some
really-
like winter modes that they have going
Oh,
on
cool.
too that are double XP, things like that. But
They also went through a whole multiplayer overhaul, or
yeah,
that's coming, right?
Yeah, so that's coming. But they've been really showing a lot of focus for it because a lot of people were complaining like, oh, it's already dead, this and that, and then we already have Black Ops 4 coming. So it's like, or is it it's 4? Yeah, Black
7?
Ops 4 coming.
Hey, I can't wait for that.
Oh, me neither. Like that's gonna be lit. I saw some zombie stuff for it already. It's gonna be fucking great. But no, we got on and dude, like I got back into it. Like it took me a couple games. Like I even on my stream, I even had somebody like talking shit to me, like about the gameplay, and I was like, dude, like man, I'm actually becoming a streamer. I got haters. And people are fucking talking shit on my channel. I gotta ban people. I was like, dude, this is like, it's actually happening,
Drop the axe on those.
You're right? Yeah, exactly. So, no, I got back into it. It was really fun, and it's the game. It's terrible when you just start out because the guns are shit. But once you get all the like, and to be honest, like all the other Call of Duties aren't kind of like that. Like, there's a couple good solid guns you could use.
You start
These
off
ones
with
are
a
like-
solid gun.
These like levels, the submachine's like the best gun to start off with. Like the rifles are just weird and clunky because like that age of rifles were kind of whack.
I mean, I was a big M1 Grand fan. And
Yeah,
older
so
Call of
exactly.
Duty,
So you start unlocking that. You then start unlocking the M1 Grand. But basically, I didn't get to that point because I was like, dude, the maps are weird. I don't like them. I'm not used to them.
I can't
I played this one
backpedal
called
anymore,
Shipment
dog.
9/11. It's just a square. You fucking run through motherfuckers all day. You literally rank up whatever the fuck you want or need like that, and you'll get to start experiencing the better weapons, so you can take those to the other maps that you were, you're like, I don't have a favorable weapon for this. I get tore up every time because this guy's got the dopest sniper, the dopest rifle, the dopest, whatever, and you got a fucking submachine gun that you got to get close to. So like it wasn't fun. But I started playing with my buddy. I got past that little hump and it opened the game wide up. It's way better.
I can't backpedal with Call of Duty, dog. I
don't know what you
it.
mean though.
Like with this one, it's like I'm already flying around and
Yeah, flying around was
running
bullshit,
on,
though.
on walls and shit, dog.
that was bullshit.
They didn't do it as
I love
well
it
as
now.
Titanfall anyway.
Yeah, they didn't do it as well.
Yeah,
as
that's why it's
Titanfall.
bullshit.
Yeah.
And Titanfall,
They
I
just
just
copped
realized,
it off Titanfall.
I realized I was telling you guys last week it was $6. I got the EA pass. I get that shit for free. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm already on Titanfall 2.
And Titanfall 2, just like it disappeared, but it was like
It's still so good.
damn
Yeah,
good.
it is.
It was
So
there-
clean,
there
so
was-
much.
There was so much confusion on its release when it's coming out, and also
It
the
came
games
out
that
at the
were with
same
it.
time as Battlefield 1 and a
Yep.
Call of Duty game. Like you put
Are we getting a
yourself
live?
into
Are
the
we,
shit.
are we getting a live performance here?
Oh. That's not the performance we thought was coming.
What the fuck was that before? What up, dog?
But you know, it's nonetheless, it's like fuck. I got Cali Breeze just threw me off here.
Cali Breeze just hit you with the
What are we
wind.
talking about?
Building. Shout out to the plug. You already
Yeah.
know what it is. What's
This
up?
is
what up?
our favorite track. What is it? I like the blunt right here. The man, the myth, the legend is the creator of our fucking commercial tracks. Also, Saint too. Not that we can't forget about that. Here it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
let's hear a little excerpt of that.
Oh shit! Music break.
There he is. There he is. Oh. Ooh. There he is. Yes.
And the dip.
That's what we're talking about here on the plug, baby.
And the legend heads out.
That's that feel good music before the show starts. We got that playing. We got some Saint, some S to the T playing. You know, that's how we do it around here, dude. We got that in-house music that just keeps the show going. It's
It makes all the difference,
Let's take
you
a
know?
break.
You
Let's
know?
take a break and get some of these jams in.
Let's get it.
Let's hear some of them say. We're going to take a break.
DJ
We're the plug.
spin it.
We're the plug on DFCRadio.com, keeping you connected to the games you love. We'll be back right after this jam.
Bob Marley. My blunt got a cold cut, Steve Harvey. I catch the buds with my glove, Steve Garvey. Quick to roll in the club, cause we party. They asking where the bomb at, cause everybody in the club smell that. It's Breeze, get loaded TV, smoke about a pound every day of the week. Roll so fast you didn't see him coming your way. Turned around and there was a blunt up in your face. You must have thought that I was finished. The Breeze is never stingy with the spinach. Rolling up some trees. You can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
I love the stickiest weed, cause I'm a Cali baby. Started from that chocolate tie from them early 80s. Now it's OG, a perfect mix with my OE. The shot of lean had a G moving slowly. Apparently, you ain't never smoked like me. Load these switches up like they was some magazines. I got some bad bitches rolling up blunts for me. Hop in the rotation, true story you can see. Even your bitch eyeballing wanna hit the tree. Smoking on weed, living life with my homie Breeze. I got that green thumb, I grow my own fucking weed. And if I got some problems, I'm hitting heavy tea.
Rolling up some trees. You can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
DFCRadio.com.
cold, riding down the west coast. Candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby. The Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans. Get with the program, call me the drill man, the hydros potens. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean. Just west coasting through the coast with the potion and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass and titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the west coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California,
Compton, California, yeah, the city where I was raised. Second son to Eazy-E, so don't be amazed. Same nigga, same flow, same mind frame. I'm all about the Lucci. Fuck minimum wage, cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast, burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family or cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in the pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2,
California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California, California. What else can I say? California, A, in the county of LA. Just me and Mary J. As the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast. Just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Eazy-E and Pac? Motherfuck the cops. I drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It's another summer night and I'm about to get the dipping. It's California, A, got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets, cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry, models and groupies, we film in a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buy 'em by the case, and we spitting big faces. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California,
Perfect, yeah. That's good. We were just blessed with some of those tracks from S to the T.
Thank
our
you.
boy Cali Breezy.
Thank you, Breezy.
Doing it live. We do our own shit in house now. You know, that's important these days when you're producing or creating your own content. You know, the music copyright is brutal. on your shit. It will shut your YouTube down. It'll shut your Instagram down. They're not fucking around anymore. These companies have really, really gotten tired of this shit, I guess.
They're locking
Especially
it
with,
up.
like, the internet.
They're locking it up.
So, we're fortunate enough at the show where we just have artists fucking pouring out the studio, and they just got tracks.
So if you're an artist out there with some tracks,
Nah, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe give us a call. We'll listen
maybe.
to it.
Send the link.
we'll
Check it
give
out.
you a chance.
If we
Check it out,
fuck with
brother.
it, you
Yeah.
might get.
All I'm saying is we might find that next player.
That's true.
And then
if you cut the check,
the plug is now music producers. We just did it. Good job, guys.
That's
We move
true.
on.
But there's a lot of shit that people like to check this link, and you can't just fucking be checking links live. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
butt naked. No.
just some
Like,
fucking
damn, that
terrible
was a
shit.
cold
Probably.
one.
Yeah, exactly. We do have some announcements though. The God of War giveaway is live. It's been going live. We're gonna up that here for another week. We're gonna be putting it out there as much as we possibly can.
Now, what do they got to do to win?
It's going to be, the post has already been made on our Instagram, the plug_gaming. You got to follow the plug. So if you're already doing that, great. You got to like the photo.
What is it getting complicated now?
You got to like the photo. These are all part things that are like, it's like Instagram. You got to treat Instagram like a game.
Ooh.
Liking photos is part of the game. The more you do it, the higher score you get, the more people will like you
Look
back.
at that. I like likes.
Commenting, it's like the game. You comment, you get returns. You know what I mean? It's all that kind of stuff. So you comment. You tag a friend in your comment, and then you also repost that. Like, follow, comment a friend, tag a friend, and repost.
Yeah.
And you got a chance to get God of War
For free.
dude. Fucking probably gonna be
Opening day, too?
game of the year potential. Game of the year potential. It's got it.
It'll be up
It's got it.
there.
So that's going down.
All
We're
you
doing
need is a
that.
PlayStation.
We're doing that for you. That goes down the 23rd is the last day. 4/23/18. That's the Monday following the release, which is this Friday, the 20th.
So we're giving it away on Monday.
We're giving it away on Monday. Monday's the
You
day.
heard.
We're doing it live on the show.
got 1 week left.
Exactly 1 week countdown. Boom. Yes sir, yes sir. Rocky is taking all challengers on the 28th this month. And a little event we got going at Cerritos Hydro.
The abuse.
It-
Coming soon.
Rock's calling the event just in general the abuse, but it's really Customer Appreciation Day for people to come and have fun. And Rock's is part of that.
What are you talking about? I appreciate.
Rock is part of that.
No, I'm-
So that's what's really going on. But Rock will be there to help
take
with the
your
fun.
appreciation away.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
to appreciate you, show you a lot of appreciation.
Yes.
And we're
In
gonna have
the form
fun.
of elbows
It'll
and
almost be abusive.
body slams.
Yes, the abuse is real.
Coming soon.
Otherwise, we have some news.
Is there? There's things happening? Oh, shit.
Things happening all over the world.
I see that. It says news and current events.
It should say world events. World. So we can just encompass everything.
Oh, yeah, here's the world. I just read about how, the Queen of England really likes the Wii bowling style.
She's
Said she's a
barbarian.
natural.
That's the weird thing about it. She's German. Anyways,
Makes sense to me.
I don't even. That might not even be true. I just said that. Okay, the God of War. We're giving it away, but what the fuck, man? Everybody seems to already have a copy of it because
Yeah.
the reviews are fucking pouring out. Every website, everybody.
Thanks a lot, Walmart.
Got a fucking
Thanks.
review on it, and
Hey, your shady
Dude.
ass employee.
yeah, dude, Sony Santa Monica's gotta be kind of
teed off, maybe.
I'm sure they love the exposure and the fact that people.
You know
are
what
so,
makes it trash though? You know the little update that happens when the game drops. You know,
different. Make the
they're
game
basing it off of that shit. So maybe everybody should
but
stall out anyway.
a review isn't really to tell you about the game. It's to tell you why you should or shouldn't get the game. You know what I mean? That's really what a review is. So at some point, at a certain length, you're like, okay, but then at another one, you're like, I'm not trying to read these either. You know,
You don't wanna give it all
for
away?
Me, yeah, for me, I don't want to take the chance of reading something that I don't want to hear. Especially for that game. If it was a game that was in question whether I was getting it or not, then I'd be all up on the reviews.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
is not a game that I think a lot
You're
of
not
people,
very afraid of investing
Right,
some money into it.
because of the track record and the history.
Yeah.
So
And if it's a bus, honestly, I'll take that L with them because they made me happy for years, man.
I don't think it's going to be, man.
I don't think so
It's
either.
not like unless it comes out on the Vita, it's gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like they fucked up by making
Now,
Vita and PSP versions of God of War.
They
That is
wasn't
funny.
that bad.
The
They
controls
just
are
weren't-
fucked.
I played
Yeah,
the
it
PSP version. And
it
yeah.
The
wasn't-
controls are fucked for the entire system, and that's really where it boils
Yeah,
down to.
it's
The
like
game itself.
you need those extra triggers, but it's just like,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, no, I feel
I
you.
got a world to go. Dog.
Yeah, I feel you, but it's just
Hey,
mostly for me. The controls were so fucked up that it's like you ruin the experience of the game.
well, good thing you don't have to worry about the Vita anymore.
Exactly. it's been ousted officially.
Yeah.
No more development whatsoever on the software side, or I mean, they didn't have much other hardware, so
Now, is it still gonna?
kaput.
But that means you modders out there, you could have a
already
grand
been
old
Yeah.
time.
It's already been done, so it doesn't even matter. PlayStation 4 has also been hacked as well completely.
Yeah, I saw
so,
that.
you know, you got certain firmware versions. Not that we know them here.
Do.
You could, hack your PlayStation in a manner that it will run homebrew and also copied games.
Yeah.
You should only be playing those games if you own the original copy, too. But,
There's a whole world of internet out there.
there's a big place called the internet.
Oh,
You can find things there. It's kind of like, exploring the world, but
Yeah, like if
A
you
lot
went on
more
Google and was like, PS4 mod, homebrew channel, it would be like, here's the link, and you'll probably even get a YouTube.
that runs you through the entire goddamn process. Pretty
guys,
soon.
you don't want to give too much away, do you?
Definitely don't
Just
do
fucking
that.
Google. Okay, what we're saying is
Look,
Google.
don't tell them how to beat the game. Just tell them the game is there. You know.
Right. Just
Yeah,
Google.
there you
Now go find it.
Go Google it yourself.
But how do you
definitely
guys
don't
feel
Google
about
it.
that? Really, I really don't know how I feel. Like, I'd like to be the guy getting the game early, but like, I know that when you get games early and you do reviews, you're not supposed to release there's a date that you're supposed to give the review. But what I think I'm seeing here is that these are a lot of people that got the game from outside actual getting it from Sony, Santa Monica, and they got it from other resources, like maybe even bought one from Walmart, and then that's how they supplied their review.
Yeah,
Because I
but
feel that this is just
they'll
too early.
They'll see.
Bit too soon. Yeah, I agree.
When all their little podcasts and stuff get shut down because the Rape Dragon shows up, and then they'll all know.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if like that? That'd be
Rape
interesting to
Dragon.
see stuff like that. But I think
Hey,
At the same
Microsoft did it before when
token-
they dropped what was that Bayonetta and Forza that time on the 360.
Yeah, but I have a
Yeah.
feeling that like there's a weird like, I'm okay with it and then I'm not okay with it if you're like the developer, because you want your game to be, you want the exposure, you want people to be talking about it, but like also you don't want anybody like saying too much shit about your
Yeah.
game before like its actual release date.
Like if they're already reviewing the game and played enough to do a review today,
this guy does an
then
explanation of the
that
beginning,
means-
middle, and the end.
Okay,
Yeah,
so then
so
like
like-
This shit, dog.
the game's
Oh,
over
my
already,
God.
and it ain't even out yet.
That
Yeah,
fool, his fool works at
exactly.
Walmart.
So it's like I don't want
Also,
to talk.
like-
I don't want to read that. I don't want to read it.
My
you know?
biggest the fuck moment would be like, why would you tell me the end of the game that I haven't even had a chance to play yet?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't read the article, so I hope he doesn't go into that. But like in his article, it says slow beginning, like awesome ending, and you're like, really?
all right, well
dude?
that's a shitty review.
yeah, no, but that's what the title says. So
Okay.
you're like, dude, that's kind of like a it's like such a subjective thing. It's like, why would you really put that in there on something that's
Yeah.
coming out so early?
Yeah.
Because right off the bat, that seems negative. You know what I mean? Just at
Well,
a
I
glance,
mean,
that seems
Seriously,
negative.
no.
And that-
Everybody expected the intro to be more story driven, though. Am I
That's
wrong?
how they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
That's
gives
what
you
I'm
this
saying,
grand
it's like-
theatrical moments in the
Especially
beginning.
because you're not
Yeah.
starting
Introduce you
from
to
a
some
pickup.
large monsters. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
you're
is
not
going-
picking up from the last game.
Exactly,
This is a
dog.
reboot in a whole new universe.
It should be
essentially.
slow as fuck, and I hope it's very slow and very enticing
I
to
hope-
make me want to play it even more.
You're gonna have to teach that kid how to walk.
Here's the thing. They have confirmed all other God of Wars will be in Norse mythology.
At least
So
for
this
the-
isn't
yeah.
just a just.
It's a
just,
it's a
this is not just an installment of Norse
It'll
mythology.
be a
This
series.
is going to be the rest of the series
Yeah.
of God of War. It's going to be based in Norse mythology until they decide that they're going to switch to a different mythology.
That's
which,
how it should be anyway.
I want flying
Well, a lot of
spaghetti
people are-
monster mythology. Can we get that one?
People, so like, oh, that was when would that make Coachella 2017? We created that mythology.
There you go. Mythology, dog. Ooh.
Oh, that's a big word.
But you know, people are worried about that, and like that's kind of like where it's like this guy's giving this review of like a slow beginning, fast ending. Well, dude, if they're planning on making this the series, then yeah, they're gonna fucking introduce you to this shit properly because they
Exactly.
plan on building the future of this series, of this intellectual property. God of War.
It might get 3
off of
games,
this.
and before they move to the next level and probably
Now-
go Egyptian or something. That
Dude,
should
what
be
would be
wild.
awesome
Egyptian would
is
be a good
Egyptian
one.
or ancient Chinese.
The Christian one will be a classic.
It's just big dude. Like, no, they would never see. That's the issue I kind of have with religion as a whole, and that it really stems from like Christianity and stuff like that because we grew up in a place that's mostly Christian or Catholic. Like that's the religion, and we go through our history books or we go through learning about places and the gods that they may believe in through as a mythology, right? But if you ever called Christianity a mythology, people would be offended. But you're basically saying that about another person's religion.
Yeah, that's something I'll trip off of too.
So it's like, you know, that is a creation myth. It's called the creation myth, and that is exactly what Christianity is. It's a creation myth. It's that's how they got their religion.
And they're
and
gonna
I, you
have
know,
our
and it's not to be
viewers.
offensive to anybody, but you are awfully offensive to other people. Maybe not anybody in the room because we all read the same books growing up and the same history books and the same books on religion growing up. But to somebody in the other world, that's super offensive, especially if they actually still believe in that. Which there's no reason why they shouldn't. Just like you're allowed to believe in whatever religion you want here, you know.
Exactly.
So like I have issues with that, but yeah, of course they could do that, but I don't think they ever would.
What do God
Being
of War?
so-
Jesus Christ.
Well, that he murks off fucking Jesus and then the Holy Trinity. Yeah, right. Exactly.
There you
That
go.
would
You know what I
be
mean? Sounds like you
insane. They
just
would
found 3
never
sub
do
bosses to lead to the main boss, God himself.
It'll never happen.
You know exactly, and that's how
Sorry,
kinda,
the Almighty.
that's kind of where I like have like that issue where you're like, dude, that could be a great idea, but it's like, dude, it would get fucking destroyed.
Just
So
give us
quickly.
Dante's Inferno and we'll call it a deal.
Dog, it would be
Let's go to the 7th circle. We'll get as close to that.
Think about
you know,
it. He
as
would
we
just
can.
be running up against like apostles and stuff, and just
Yeah, they'd be like,
Yeah,
all
so
these. All
a bunch
these
of normal
guys that
poor
are just
people, like,
regular,
that's what he's gonna
Yeah,
fight.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
Who's he fighting? Saint Michael. You know,
Like,
they'd be
you
like,
know
oh, whoa.
And all you have is a
Fucking no.
thorn crown.
Michael,
to-
come on.
And he's
Like,
just
you're-
reading the Bible.
Just a sword and some light. Chink. Like,
Oh my god!
but you know what I mean? Like, that's the, and
I guess
and
thed be like a lot of
it
angels. you could
stays
fight.
away.
That's what I was gonna say,
Yeah,
It
it's a
stays
lot of
away
angels,
from games. Like they're gonna stay away from that because they know. But like for whatever reason, Greek mythology, because it's ancient, is okay. You know what I mean? I guess a lot of people aren't really believing in that nowadays. But you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't say that wasn't somebody's religion. Like Christianity, like a lot of other religions that are still practiced today have been around since fucking very long time, dude. Like ancient times. So it's just we go and say creation myth here, Norse mythology. People they still believe in that.
Oh yeah.
And like they go in there and they start talking about. I just think that they won't get too involved in like certain things.
It's more based in the stories
Right.
that like altered stories of past.
Right. I think that they
incorporate
stay,
this character in
right
it.
because like with Christianity, it's so like.
Because like Kratos isn't in general Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Is he?
No,
Yeah.
exactly. So
He's-
it's just
Well,
kind of
yeah,
like
he
he's
was a
experiencing
Spartan.
those realms.
Okay.
And I think that like hitting it with like Christianity or something like that would be just too. You'd say something. It'd be too offensive to some people because
Oh
it's-
man,
it's
people will
here.
be hot.
It's here.
God of
It's-
War,
yeah.
Almighty, coming to you, 2020.
Yeah. Fucking the rapture.
Oh my god. You know, but that's crazy though. Like with Christianity, everything that you say to be like
the book
that,
of Revelation.
you
comes
couldn't.
true. God of War.
It doesn't really feel right. It just seems fucked up. Like somebody will get mad.
Yeah.
That's crucial. Why though?
Well, the same reason why I like okay, Far Cry 5.
yeah.
It's American based. It's based off like Christianity and like hardcore versions of it.
Hardcore.
But they take away a lot of things that like necessarily like identify exactly who they're singling out to talk about. they take that away. They take it out of there, so it's not so. It's just kind of like, oh, cult activists in America. That's who you're fighting. You know what I mean? They're obviously Christian because it's church based, and like that's kind of how
There's crosses and
exactly.
churches.
So, but they don't get into anything specific. They leave everything so broad outside of that. Like, there's no explanation of like their motives or what they're really trying to do.
And they
They're
separate
basically
the
just
group.
being a cult.
They separate the group as a cult or
Yeah.
an extreme group as
yeah.
opposed to like a representation of the
Of-
religion. They're
right,
more like
the
people who
churches.
falsely claim the religion.
Right. And they make that, like, those are the only things that make clear. And that's what a lot of people had wrong with the story. But, like, at the same time, as, you know, you're not going to fucking ruin yourself by being that, you know, it's like, dude, like, let's be edgy, but let's not be that edgy. Like, they got fucking weed in the game. Like, it's like, looks like oregano. Heard it heals, or heard it's good for this or that. And you're like, it's a bag of weed. It's exactly what it is in Far Cry. But, like, it's the same way. They
And you
keep
smoke
that-
you smoke the
but
oregano.
they keep that away from. They keep that drug part away from it, even though you can be like, "That's I know." What
a lot of
is,"
that game is
you know.
druggy though. Like you get because
Yeah.
there's all the poppy fields you go into, and then all of a sudden you start getting all
You're just drugged
woozy and
out.
shit.
Yeah, and then you're just on drugs, you know. But they don't really tell you that you're on drugs. Like, but you can be like, "Oh, I see what this is."
Yeah.
and that's kind of how they do.
And that's
it.
how I'm gonna go catch me a pet cougar
that turned into a bear.
named Peaches.
That turned into a bear that just mauled the car, and then that car hit an airplane. Out of the
Jesus.
sky.
Yeah.
I love but I tell you, I
that's
gotta
Far Cry
love the
That's Far Cry
companions in
5,
Far Cry
straight up.
5. The companions in Far Cry are sweet.
So legit. You're this guy
that-
just hitting headshots
the
for you. You're
Danny
like, what? I
McBride
didn't
looking
even touch
motherfucker
anybody.
who's the
Yeah.
explosives dude and looks he's Danny McBride as a
Yeah,
character.
It's so awesome.
Oh, it's the best.
I mean, I got one of the guys who literally, like, will just like he won't be around you at all, and you'll be playing the game, and then like shit will pop off, and here he comes with it in his car, just like hits 4 or 5 people, pops out, and like headshots 3 people in a row. Everybody's dead. I didn't even do anything.
Hell yeah.
You're like, who is this guy? I'm never
I
taking
told
him
you
off
that
the
game
squad.
is so
ever.
extra out, dog.
I love
It's
it.
Extra
I
out.
like-
love how extra it is.
I told you it was good. It's just like you'd be like, "Oh, I can't believe this is happening."
I
I
have so
heard
many
it kicks
clips
up
that
a
are like
lot
that.
too from like multiplayer. Like my friend was telling me that you can, because you can still have one companion when you're doing multiplayer.
Right.
So you could have like co-op 2 people, each of them with one companion. You could both be flying planes and use a companion in a plane, and you have an entire air squadron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
You can. Yeah, you
With
can
missiles
get,
and rockets and bomb dropping.
Yeah, you can get. There's so much.
Sweep
stuff
an
to do.
entire place.
There is so much stuff to do. It is like it's like just think of it and you can do it. Like the possibilities are endless. Like the game is just
And I like how they
It's so fucking
incorporate
ridiculous.
aliens.
it's insane.
There's-
They incorporate
there's-
a lot of shit into the game.
Yeah, I mean, well, the game's been out for a minute. We can talk about where
Yeah,
it's at.
okay,
So,
absolutely,
like,
absolutely.
okay, there's a Martian gun in it that you can get that just like turns people into clouds of dust.
Right.
And then part of the game has to do with Mars. That's going to be our first DLC in Far Cry 5. Yep. Is Mars missions. And alien shit.
The game is so it's fucking good.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous,
And
dog.
it's actually
is.
set up to take it to the next step with DLC.
Yeah. It really is just like that's the best part about it though, because like like people are like, oh, it gets boring and this that. Like every time it got boring for me and I had to like make a move to go get something to start it again, like travel far on the map. Literally, there was so much lit shit that happened on the way there that it's just like, you know, you have troubles finding your way to places because of that.
Yeah.
But like you can also put on auto drive. That will just take you to the
I didn't know you had
location.
auto drive. That's
You know what I
dope.
mean? So like they kind of got that from like Final Fantasy 15 because like the exploration parts of it can be like that where you're traveling so much distance and you don't have like an auto travel. So you can like set the waypoint and auto travel there, and then at most like shoot at some people on your way,
Yeah.
so they don't kill you. Whereas like if you're driving around, your ass is not going to be on the road. You're going to be over the woods, hitting fucking trees, ruining your car, and
Yeah.
then like now
how
you're abandoned.
far can you jump it?
Yeah,
Cars are made to go in the air.
Yeah, but
if
the
it's a
best
video
part
game.
is that if
You can jump
if
as
you're
far as
too
fuck
high,
as
if
you-
you're too high, you can just jump out of the car completely and pull your parachute.
Yeah.
And
you could
safely
squirrel
land.
suit and fly
Yeah,
across the
squirrel
map.
suit, yeah,
And then like, I'm watching my buddy play Far Cry, and then he'll like jump out, like take a plane, fly it real high, jump out, squirrel suit, leave it in the direction that he's going, and then he'll like get up and go refill his water and
Yeah.
go do what he needs. Comes back, you're still going.
Yeah, because like and honestly, sometimes the distance to travel, you're like, Holy shit, does that thing say 25,000 meters? Like, where the fuck am I going? Like, is this a real judgment?
And
on
then that
this?
squirrel suit takes you 1,500 meters of it.
Yeah, I know, but it like honestly takes like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? You're like, it's a fucking real life, like fucking movement there. You know what I mean? You have time to go get a drink and fucking do it, you know? Oh, I'm on auto drive. I'm gonna go fucking, get safe and fucking get a drink of water.
I'm going to take a nap. When I wake up, it'll be time for this mission.
Yeah, I'll just be sitting there and a bear will be attacking me or some shit. That's the other thing. You can't just sit there.
You can't just sit there. That's what I was
You
about
can't
to
just
say.
you can't just let the game run. You got to always hit start. Otherwise, your ass, you come back, you'll be dead. You'll be like, what the fuck? And you're like, what the fuck happened? And then like one time you'll catch it happening, and a goddamn cougar, thanks to the sound effects, will fucking literally a mountain lion will literally fucking just pounce on your ass, kill you.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was tight though. It's like
yeah, I
if
love
you in
it.
that type of area, you know.
No, it
Like
lets
coyotes
you know
will kill you, bears will
Yeah.
kill you.
Dude, if you save will you save somebody, and then you just leave that area, you're like driving away or something, you'll get a notification like this so and so died. You need to go back and revive them.
yeah.
You go back and there's like nothing going on there. You're like, okay, what the fuck just happened? So you like try to leave again, and the same thing happens. Like someone's dead over there in the camp. You're like, what? And then like, so I like, all right, I'm gonna wait. And like, no bullshit, you would leave and
see
get a certain
animals showing up
distance away,
wilding.
and then an animal would show up and attack their ass, dude, and kill them. And you're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why does this keep happening? Like, and
Those
it would
creatures be wild.
yeah, or like there'll be some random gunfire, and then like one of your persons just dead.
Yeah.
And
We
then
only
there's
like
nobody around.
cruising, and all of a sudden a van drives by, and those guys are not friendly, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden they just pull it over, and all get out. It's time to throw down.
This or a bear runs them in. Runs them in
That's
the-
Far Cry
straight.
5, dog.
Good.
Awesome. It's awesome. It is very
It is.
good.
It is a great sandbox.
Did you get to play it yet, dog?
Ninja-
You should play it.
Just like teases.
Yeah,
So,
I played a little bit here and there, but I didn't really get to smash it.
Yeah, I don't. I've only like jumped on someone else's game and just messed around with what I could do in it.
Yeah.
Flying was fun. The score, like the whole aerial thing about it was fun. But I think
I mean, they always had that on point though. Like you be driving real fast, pull a parachute, boom.
I like the
Straight
Just Cause
there.
3 aerials type stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, with the
thankfully-
grapples, like
yeah,
a grapple hook, all
that
kinds of
grapple
stuff.
hook to parachute whenever you want, and you could just like, all right, I'm gonna just hit the top of that tree. I'm on the top of this mountain. It'll sling me like
Right.
across the world.
I love that.
love
That's
doing it. Yeah.
those types of games, man. That's what's so good about them. So we all know who Ninja is, right? Mm-hmm. The fucking battle royale superstar.
Exactly.
Drake's carry.
Drake's backpack day Drake.
This
He's
is real
get-
life douchebaggery, dog. Don't even talk about it. Don't talk about it. This is so douchey, man.
He's getting his character.
I know.
He's
what
getting
the
his own
fuck?
skin
No, like
in Fortnite.
looks like him, the
His
real person.
skin. Yes.
It's they cut his skin off.
Yep. They unskinned him.
Scanned it 3D and
yeah,
put it as
yeah.
a polygon
Yeah.
figure into
yeah,
Fortnite.
Yeah, they flayed him.
Unfortunately, Ninja's channel is closed now.
Yeah, he got. Well, he's in a critical condition. No, but seriously, he's getting his own skin. Myth, I believe, is getting his own skin too. Really?
Now this
I don't
could
know.
Really? Are you really
I
going
think
to be
that-
like these
look-
guys are more popular than your game?
take it
Yeah,
like this
dog.
though.
Honestly, I think what makes it so douchey is like doing that type of shit is like,
I bet
I
you
don't
there's
know, it's
equal
like,
parts of people that
why,
play the
though?
game that don't watch them.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
Overwatch, you can get like the skins
Hey,
for
I don't-
teams and
I don't
stuff. Maybe
fucking
they're playing
watch
off
'em.
that. I know Fortnite has
Yeah, but
this
he's not a
competitive side of
team.
things.
He's not a
not,
team.
but
he would be on a team.
He's a face for Fortnite right now. He's a public face for Fortnite.
I get that. But why? There's people that I prefer to watch over Ninja.
That's fair.
well, you know,
That they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. They
But
have
it's like-
thousands of
it's a
people.
matter
look
of
at the
number
Drake
of
emote in
viewers.
a minute, dog.
Yeah, so what's up with the Drake emote? And then Drake's going to start rapping about Fortnite.
Yeah.
Did you hear the deals that he's trying to work there too? Like,
That's
this is
funny.
all
Oh, there
this
you go.
weird fucking like thing that they kind of got going that you're like, dude, don't make it fucking trendy and
Look,
bullshit, dude. Please
But that's
don't.
what that's
exactly what they're doing.
it makes the monies.
Yeah, I know. So
For-
Drake,
Fortnite is a
Drake
government
said,
ploy.
Drake said if they put the fucking hotline bling dance in the game,
You can now
As
connect your
the
social
emote.
security number to your Fortnite account.
yeah, right. And he'll start to rap about Fortnite. He'll start to rap about Fortnite. So he'll do that for you.
If they
I'd
give
be like,
him,
full shut up, man. More people are gonna be playing this game than listening to your goddamn music in the next 5 years, anyways. You know what I mean? Like the video games are fucking taking over. He's going to start being forced. Artists are going to start being forced to make music inside video games.
They already are.
Yeah,
man.
but
Thanks for Grand Theft Auto.
they're yeah, exactly.
Well,
like
I
that.
think Fortnite
Exactly
needs to
like
drop
that.
the Drake and pick up Kendrick if this is their route.
Yeah,
Hey,
talk about it.
get on
talk
music
about
for
it.
again for
What
a
are you
second.
guys talking about? Drake is the greatest artist out right now.
Kendrick
not
Lamar just
Who's
won
better?
a Pulitzer Prize for
It's
music.
totally opinion based.
But let me say this on
Can't say
opinion
Drake is
based
the best.
things.
He's maybe to you.
No,
Hey.
I'm saying in general.
On opinion based things.
There's 1,000 people that I would listen
let's
to over
talk
Drake.
about people's
1,000,
opinions.
1,000.
Kendrick Lamar.
That's because
hey,
you tripping. No.
That's because he don't make good music.
Kendrick Lamar just won a Pulitzer Prize for music.
I don't think
the first
I don't think
non-classical
Drake will
or
ever do
jazz musician to win that award.
I don't think Drake will ever do that.
Every other winner of it
And he sings R&B.
is either a classical artist or a jazz musician.
Yeah.
Kendrick is the first outside of that round to win a Pulitzer.
That's cool.
No, that's
Boom.
awesome. It's more than
That
cool.
is
It's
just-
like fucking.
Sorry to get back on music, but that is
Groundbreaking.
big news right
No,
there.
yeah. It's just a crossover. But like he's Drake's the person that did it. You know, he's the person that contacted Ninja, got out on the stream, made it fucking popular. It was a move that he made.
And Ninja knew like, I'm
maybe-
going to play with Drake. Oh,
maybe
this is about to change
Epic
my life.
kind of pushed that because like there's a lot more mainstream sponsors for the games for gamers now. You know, I don't know though. I feel that the game is more popular than Drake. How big is a Drake concert? How big is a Drake concert? How many people can fit in?
I mean, $100,000 when he headlined Coachella.
Right. Okay. So that's Coachella. That's huge.
That's a max.
That's
for
huge.
sure. And
That's
that was
huge.
a headliner of that festival.
That's huge.
Yeah.
There's more than that people playing the game. There's more than that many people playing Fortnite. Like Fortnite's bigger than Drake.
But it's
not.
take it like
Fort's
this.
bigger, yes, but
it's
it is. You can
It's
see
a
the
celebrity
numbers.
thing.
I know,
Like,
I know,
think of
and
it,
it's a
fucking
connection.
like
deal.
the Situation from Jersey Shore still gets paid to just show up at a club. This
And
guy
I
who
get
doesn't
this.
give a fuck, like
and
nobody
I
gives a
and
fuck
I
about.
get this type of stuff, and then
So-
this is true, and what you're saying is really true because it's a celebrity
And
thing.
they'll like he gets paid thousands of bucks just to be there. And this
Here's
could
the
be
deal,
a new
though.
step in
Drake
gaming. then.
listeners are not necessarily gamers.
They
Now
aren't.
you got fucking people that
But-
are listening to now Fortnite shit from Drake, and they're like, "Oh, Drake plays Fortnite. Like I can fuck with Fortnite." You know what
Exactly.
I mean? And that's where I think that they're going with it. But it also is kind of like I don't know.
pull-
They don't
pull
really
focus
need,
and pull
but they don't
coverage.
really need to. I just feel that like video games are. They're like we are fucking making
they
pop
fucking
culture.
know
They're
what
not,
Drake
I don't
did
need to
for
be
them,
fucking,
dog. Trust me. They pumped that, dog.
I think he did something for Ninja, not Fortnite. What do you
crazy,
mean, dude?
dog.
What do you mean, dude?
I agree that I think like
Fortnite
he already
was huge.
Fortnite
Drake
already had the crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
like-
then Drake ran his balls across it. Now everybody in it. Like
Everybody was already in it. I don't
Yeah.
think there's any significant number increase of players since Drake playing Fortnite.
I don't
with
know,
Ninja.
man. Once he ran his balls
But you know what
across
there
it,
is? Yeah, once he ran him across Ninja's face, then yeah, Ninja was blessed, and now Ninja has 100,000 people watching
in a
him.
skin, dog.
You know who, dude? Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm telling you. Like, who? It's helping Ninja. It's helping Ninja and Drake, not the game. Dude, if you don't play video games, Fortnite's not gonna make you automatically start playing fucking video games. Like, it's not gonna be like, oh well, dude, Drake plays Fortnite. I'm gonna get a PlayStation 4 and play Fortnite now.
I mean,
like you would fucking hate the
kind of how
game.
kids are.
Dude, kids, I don't think that kids are listening. The kids are already playing Fortnite before Drake
There's this
played
thing
Fortnite.
called
Have you never heard the term "stupid" in your mind like a child?
Yeah, but like children are actually are like way more intelligent. Like a stupid person said that.
but
Like,
this is a
That's
this is a subliminal thing though. It's advertising is still advertising. Even
Yes,
if it's
and that's
just,
it, what
like,
it is, yes.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what it
just
is.
it's advertising dollars and
Yeah.
already
I
any
don't know,
company.
man.
It's cheap
If you look at
advertising, though.
marketing dollars spent, companies that's
Drake-
what
This is the thing,
makes
though.
or breaks
Drake
companies.
I'm
made
saying-
an advertising move without spending $1.
But
Yeah.
trip this though.
Played
You
a video
telling me
game.
To play a free
this
video
is the whole
game.
thing. If they dropped a Drake character with a Drake emote, I swear to you,
Rock, I
It
swear
will
to you,
fucking-
if they drop a fucking bunny outfit with the Jason mask, I swear to you, everybody will buy it. If they drop a Louch guy with a golden dragon with golden wolf mask, everybody will. Dog. Drake, they're gonna buy the skins anyways. The skins are fucking tight. like Drake or not, Ninja
Would you
or
buy
not.
the Drake one?
No.
Would you buy it? Would
Ninja?
you-
No. I'll never buy a character in a fucking video game based off a real fucking person. Period. I
kind
play
of-
fucking video games, dude. I don't want to be Ninja. I don't want my character in a game to
I don't.
be
I,
Ninja.
but if I could be Macho Man Randy
oh,
Savage,
but yeah, now we're talking a little bit. Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Hey, honestly,
I get the Macho
I
Man
would pay
fucking skin,
a
dog.
lot of
It's
money
mine.
for that, dog.
Okay.
I won't even lie.
The Macho
they
Man
might
skin
get
is
me
mine.
for $50 for a skin.
so
Yeah.
Epic Games, if you're hearing
Right.
this,
Especially if he does
Drop Drake.
Oh yeah.
up with the OEM.
Right, and like the emote, It's fucking
Yeah, and the
Sam-
emote where he
yeah.
pulls a creamer out and he goes, "You gotta rise to the top."
The cream of the
Oh man, everyone's favorite
Like, where's
Randy
he
video.
these fucking creamers
Yeah,
from?
he's a goddamn magician right now.
Gene is just like. What is that? Another creamer?
No.
he just where's he
Yeah.
getting them from?
It's just
That
the
those
magic
pants
of
don't
Yak.
have pockets.
Hey, it's the magic of Yak.
They got a whole pyramid on this dude's head. He's like, you gotta stack the cream.
So,
But you know,
Macho
I don't
Man,
know. I
rest
don't
in
think I would
peace.
buy
Macho Man Randy
Yeah.
Savage skin coming summer 2019.
I don't think SummerSlam 2019.
They should just make a
Yes.
video
I
game
don't
call it
think-
Macho Man Randy Savage, and he's just
The
like
game.
on some Grand Theft Auto shit, just wrestling in the streets. I would buy it.
Voiced by
buy it.
He's like, oh yeah, the cream.
It just wrestles.
It just dogs you. Like I would pay a lot of money for that. And make it sandbox craziness, and he's just wrestling
Sandbox
everybody.
out in the wild.
Crackdown 3 Macho Man Randy Savage.
There it is.
Was that a
But no
mountain lion?
weapons. No
Wrestle
weapons,
it.
just bare
It's
hands.
just him pointing like, you get over here, jump, huge leap.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't know. That's how I feel about video games. I don't think they know what they're doing. They're going to get a certain amount of people to buy that, but I think a lot of people are like, whatever about it.
If
Like,
they did
you know,
a Beyonce
I got
one,
to
though.
talk about this. You know, it's millions of people playing Fortnite.
tough.
It's millions of people playing Fortnite. It's thousands of people watching Ninja.
But I'm asking, if they did a Beyonce one, would you get it?
I think Beyonce would be, if someone got Beyonce to play with them, they would be like,
No, I'm talking about like if they
30,000
made her
times.
skin and emo.
Well, they're not going to make her Beyonce one. For
I'm
no
saying
reason.
if they did that, would
yeah.
you get it?
And-
I
yeah.
think so too. And
Yeah,
I
if
don't
I
even know
got
why.
it, I would got it. I would be forced to get it because my wife would be like, "You're not going to buy the Beyonce one."
I mean, I would.
That's the only reason. Like,
fucking
if she saw
Beyonce,
a
I
Drake
don't even
one,
know why.
if she saw a Drake one, she'd be like, "That's fucking retarded."
You
And
know?
if she saw a Ninja one, she'd be like, "I don't even know who that is, but why is he in the fucking game? He looks like a normal character." in
Yeah,
the game."
that
'Cause
doesn't
she
even
wouldn't
look
be
like a ninja.
She wouldn't be able to tell the difference
Mm-hmm.
because she doesn't know who he is. If he's like a made up person or just somebody that they added into the game, you know what I mean? And I kind of am going by that. If people don't know who Ninja is, I mean, of course, like, yeah, you play Fortnite, you're probably gonna know who Ninja is. But like, 1 million people play Fortnite, 100,000 watch Ninja.
I mean, what if they make his gear tight as fuck though? He just looked dope as shit.
Dude, there are already so many doper.
What gear would make him
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm saying.
much more dope?
Yeah, like, I
what
don't know,
gear?
Man, he just looks like some dude who just like came out the apocalypse.
If
and
you
he's
notice,
just
the
raw.
base guy you got from season
Looks
3
like Ninja.
was a damn astronaut.
Yeah, but he
Like-
looks. The guy even looks like Ninja already. Like, they have a character that looks like Ninja already.
They don't even have to try that hard. Then they're just gonna take that guy, change his hair, and be like, boom, ninja.
The Twitch Prime guy kind of even looks like a Ninja skin, but I don't know. Who knows? They're probably gonna have his hair blue or something like that. That's good for him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking
Fuck
that
you,
away.
ninja. You
I'm
heard
not,
that here first, dog.
I'm not taking anything away from him.
Take it like this though, which is a nice thing.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Epic Games.
It's but
maybe
for
you can do it without him.
to push gamers as celebrities. I know it's a weird thing, but
It's a popular
hey,
culture
it's
move,
a
and it's
good-
going to take something
it's
getting
a good
used to.
culture move.
It is.
See if I can get
It's
this
a
guy to
It is
good-
a
fall
good
in.
culture move.
like
Exactly.
You can be
It's how you can
famous
ingrain these shit into
being
homes.
that good at gaming,
Right.
being able to stream, being able
Right.
to entertain
It's true.
one way or
It's
another.
true. This is true. This is true. That's actually really like on the bigger level. That's like bigger than anybody.
And that could be
Right.
part of this whole Drake play
It's
too.
bigger
Is
than
that it
Ninja.
actually
It's what it
puts
does
both
for
together.
It does. It's what it does for it. It brings gaming into the home, the popular culture, the normal talk of your household talk. Like,
If they came out with this right, they're essentially putting Ninja on the same tier as Drake for something.
for something in that community.
And
in the
so
community,
for the
yeah.
gaming community, that is, I think that's a big push for,
And also, if Drake starts
Pushing
rapping
gaming.
about it, that makes it more culture. That makes it culture based. It's part of Drake's life. It's part of something that he
yeah.
enjoys. You know what I mean? And then that's normal. That's now normal for a celebrity, somebody to be, such a status that video games are a normal part of his life.
Now let's get Drake to rap about recycling because people fucking that up.
They do that all the time.
Let's talk about that.
He does that all the time.
No, he doesn't, Rock.
What are you talking
up,
about,
dude?
When he
tell
says
me a line, dog.
he'll take your bitch from you, that's recycling.
No, that's not recycling because you don't give it back. That's not recycling.
That's
all
what he
'cause he's
do.
Throwing away the trash. That's not what he's
Yeah,
doing.
he swoop up on your bitch,
Oh man.
and then he get cashed out for that in the music video because she in there popping like on the headstand or something. I'm
That's
just
not.
saying, dog.
That might be like hood recycling, but that's not what Sam's talking about.
Are you talking about like
I
packing
like
cans? and
Yeah,
shit?
cans
cans
and
and
plastic
stuff, Rock.
bottles and
She's
shit.
got a nice can too.
Well, where were you last week with this, man? Come on,
I don't know.
we can
I
even
like-
get you more some of that remedy going, that mixture.
He's got the pops going off though.
That mixture.
That's
She does have a good.
you know what?
Okay.
Rock.
New
That shit
games.
was funny.
New games. New games coming out, battle royale style. They are offering over, 100 players. Right.
How long is the game gonna be?
Right. We're seeing things that are saying 1,000 players.
Yeah, up to 1,000.
Do I gotta fucking camp
And
overnight?
it's like- and it's
in
on
the
some,
game
like,
too, and
fucking,
you didn't collect firewood.
You
Call
trip,
him the
trip
noob.
this shit though. Trip this. It's 1,000 players, and this shit is supposed to be like the Civil War. Did you trip that shit?
That means you're on, but that
man.
means there's like sides in
Whoa.
that sense. So like,
yeah, it's
you're
like-
fighting for this side or that side. That's not battle royale anymore. Is it?
Well,
I guess it's still for last man standing.
It's
Yeah,
like
right.
team based, but it's raw. That's kind of wild.
All right.
Well, there's rumors that Fortnite's thinking about doing over 100 players as well. So
They should
we're
do 1,000.
seeing this though a lot back and forth between existing companies and new companies. We're like I said this before, man. This is the new genre, dude.
Yeah.
This is it. You're gonna see a battle royale like entered into almost like every game, dude. Like there's gonna be a type or a version of it,
It's
or
like
just standalone.
MOBAs. How many came out after League of Legends blew it?
Right.
Like they just went,
Right.
and then all of a sudden,
And then they started bringing them into everything.
Oh, man.
Shooters, shooter-based MOBAs, everything, right? And this is-
God-based MOBAs.
right? Yeah, Smite.
Smite.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
so
That shit was
right?
trash, dog. Smite was bullshit.
There was and well, you
What
had a
about
bunch
Paladins?
of failed ones. Paladins. I thought Paladins. It was an add-on though, right?
Yeah, but yeah,
So
I'm
there's
just saying, like,
there's
that's
that. They
that.
introduced it into
Terra.
an existent game.
Terra.
Yep.
That's free. I downloaded it. I suggest that you guys do it too.
Yeah.
I got it on PlayStation. It's been out on console or on PC for a long time, but it's supposed to be super, super dope. And there's a lot of character creation. There's guilds, tons of dungeons, multiplayer dungeons, all kinds of
I
stuff.
could go for a Warframe.
It's like WoW. Okay, yeah, but I
I
like
could go for a Warframe battle royale because Warframe was
Dude,
just
they could
the
do
levels
it.
were big enough.
They could do it. Dude,
Characters
Warframe
were
looks
unique.
good now.
I didn't
dude.
like it, dog.
Warframe looks really good now. You
It
gotta
looks
get through
better.
all the bullshit.
It
dude.
looks
You gotta-
better, but it just like
Do you have a character that you already started?
Yeah.
Or you started from new?
I started one a long time ago, but then I
But yeah, but you
I
didn't
went
do
back.
anything. You didn't really.
I went back and restarted it though.
What's
What happened?
what was that? Are you good, Saint?
Yeah, we got engineer announcements.
Started for the bottom now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right. I was like, dude, did you?
That was a Drake reference.
Saint just developed Tourette's. I was like, what? Okay, but yeah, this is the genre we're gonna see either mixed in or standalone. This is like the fucking hit. You're a new company. That's how you're gonna get. You might get your name started. Is a fucking dope battle royale that's similar to what we've been seeing, but has a twist, like Radical Heights.
Yeah.
Battle royale. They incorporate game show shit into it, which is like fucking just genius, and like also like, dude, so easy to think of that, and then so easy to incorporate into these types of games where
And-
RNG controls a lot of Fortnite. This is like kind of
This offers a lot of different types of RNG, so it really mixes it up. It allows a lot
Different
of
ways to
loot
play.
styles rather than just
Yeah.
go hunt it and find it.
In Fortnite, there's either the survival, like where you are like getting materials and preparing to, hide. You get basic loot, but you're like hiding for the longevity of the game, and then you make your move. Or there's like, go out and kill everything and be the best. There's no really in the middle. If you get caught in the middle of that, you get caught off guard and you get fucking killed by like somebody else cleaning you up, or when you go to clean somebody up, then like it's more people than you thought, or somebody was like already hiding
drop right
out.
into towers and get the shit real.
So
end it quick,
like
or be the champion.
One way seems like so fast paced and ready to go, always happening. One is like seems really really slow. And the other, there's no middle ground really, and I think that's a lot of people complain about it. Like with PUBG, it's like, dude, there's nothing here. We got to move and go get a car and go far to a new place. You know what I mean? It like has a sense of urgency. Like not all the time. Like if you get good drops, then you never have that sense of urgency. You know what I mean? You're kind of like, if we're in the circle, we'll stay here.
Hey, has anybody leveled a building yet on Fortnite at Tilton Towers? Like just level one of them yet?
I do it all the time. I just C4 the entire bottom floor.
Well, see, that's what I've been waiting to see. I haven't seen
dude, I've seen people drop, like hack them down with people on the top of it. Like 4 people just go on all of the walls, and they'll have it down in like under a minute.
People are battling up top, like I gotta get the rocket.
Yeah, we do that. We'll do like C4 a whole side of it, and then like already start on the walls, because like you can't run up there necessarily all the time, and you like sometimes you can't leave the buildings because you'll die. You know
I did that to
so,
someone. There's the big crab, the big wooden crab,
right?
And so that one, there's only the 4 legs, so there's only 4 spots you actually got to hit it, and so I took it out with someone up top, and then they dropped down. They were almost dead. And I just one shot.
Right. Exactly, and that's
it's a fun kill.
It definitely is, and I think that's what like the battle royale is going to really ultimately do for the entire genre, is that there's going to be so many new ideas and variations to still have a battle royale that ultimately we're going to get like these super fun versions of battle royale that are not so cut and dry of what we're experiencing now.
The next battle royale I'd like to see, like for just like a little change on it, is to get away from the shooter, I think.
Right, and that's
if you could
Star
get, like,
Wars, Sith versus
the Macho
Jedi
Man
Battle
Randy
Royale.
Savage WrestleMania Battle Royales.
Right.
100 man, and then you're battling.
And they should do Star Wars Jedi versus Sith Battle Royale.
The popularity of the battle royale genre will allow that.
Yeah.
It's worth it to take a try at it because they've seen the success of what people like. And it's not shooters that make them interested into the battle royale. It's not necessarily shooters. Shooters are just the easiest way to come across it because you can lay out the weapon bases, all that stuff, the strength of them. It's real easy to do because a lot of games already do that for you. So it's a real easy system to fall. Like handguns are going to do X amount. Shotguns are powerful. Assault rifles are good at range.
I mean, like,
that's already
Shell
kind of done for you.
It's pretty standard weapon base.
Right, exactly. Like, they didn't really have to go
not
anything.
that hard to get into that.
Right, exactly. So, making a RPG-based one where it's like, okay, you can level your character and then, like, the stuff that he gets ultimately make him more powerful. He could be a sorcerer, whatever it is. And you could, you could figure that out, make it more complex through a different, fighting system. But still make it battle royale, and I think that we'll see. I think we will see shit like that for sure.
Yeah, and you know what? You're even expressing. It's these new ways of doing loot dropping, introducing the idea of in-game currency like a MOBA does. Right. Being able to have that, so like you could either mine your way or kill your way to get buying the weapon and the upgrade that you want.
Right.
To play through the battle royale.
Yeah.
That'd be a good way to get to like your smite level things, or your like if you can get like superhero ones and stuff like that for battle royales. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. So I think we're going to see that. That's the wave of the future.
They should do a superhero one. That'd be tight as fuck.
Right? And it's like your powers grow with like MOBA style is a great way to do it. Just there's a market.
You just get a new ability. You got to find abilities to be like a dope ass like hero.
That'd be cool. Is like you start off as someone with no hero, and it's
let's stop giving out our ideas on here.
Look, are you going to make the game?
I know some guys that could.
Then make that shit happen, Rock.
Let's try.
Nintendo bringing new games soon. 2020.
I'm an idea man. I'll just sit in the room like yeah. Now,
Nintendo.
Give him a bat.
Yeah, give him a spiked bat. You know what would be really cool right there? Spiked bat.
Hey, you've been saying that all day.
Now we talking.
Stop pouring this drink. Then.
Do you do that?
If I can put
barbed wire
wrap?
Is it a barbed wire wrap, or are you hammering nails through that shit?
little bit
Either
both.
way, let's make it as aggressive as possible.
All right.
Aggressive as possible would be hammered nails through them, and then you circle the barbed wire around each nail
Ooh,
and connect it like a connect the dots map.
and that'd be a nasty weapon. Could you?
And then
imagine
you
somebody
put
getting
lemon and
chunked by
salt
it?
all over it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
right,
it was
all
called
right.
Manhunt.
So
Yeah, it's called Manhunt, banned in several countries. But no, Nintendo has a patent going through for a multi-screen. Now, I saw a diagram of this, and it's literally like a multi-screen. There's a screen on the bottom, a screen on the side, and a screen on both sides of it, and like you're like
it's like a
hitting
Rubik's
both of the
cube of
yeah,
fucking
like
screens.
inside of there. And I don't know if there's gonna be sensors inside of that, like will pick up your hand gestures, or if it's for the screen touch, or what it is really for. But they're saying that the Switch might already be prepared for this, like as a peripheral for the Switch.
So it'd be like a dock into a bigger thing.
right, exactly. But I'm not sure what their end game with it, or why they're none of this
Yeah,
is
I'm
really
trying to
released. Exactly, like what would you really be using that for?
I
and
mean,
what
unless
is it-
it's why like
because they're into weird stuff. They're into
Yeah.
new ways of having games being played.
well, so like we've
What if
got
it's like a
this,
scan of something that you could like put in there? It could like scan something and then
That'd be tasty.
who knows? I don't know. You know,
I don't know why you'd scan shit.
Well, right,
but, like,
well,
how big's your dick?
Amiibos?
Yes.
You're like, yeah, put it in there. Here's a 3D rendition of your penis. That's all we can do now. So okay. There's nothing else we can do. We got the patent though. All right, it's coming.
I mean,
You
well, okay, so you already have this Switch. It's this smaller portable device.
right.
You can play two people on the portable device, but it's a small thing, and you're like huddling next to you. So maybe they're trying to go for like multiple viewing points. So it's like if you and I are playing against each other in the new Smash, if there's screens on either side,
Right.
we don't have to be like huddled next to each other in front of one tiny screen. It's like we each get our own
So
screen.
it's like
or
yeah, you
something.
add that into
So
there.
it's more like its own split
you
screen
add it into
display.
there, right?
Yeah.
You tap it into the original display, and then it gives you another display on the other side of that one, and potentially like another one on
Yeah,
the other
and so
side, like a
essentially
square.
you could have four people
Excuse me.
playing on the same Switch, each with their own
square.
little screen to use.
A square like that gives you a view from each side, so you
Yeah.
don't have to be right next to the person.
Yeah.
You could set it in the middle of an area like us, like right we are now, and maybe have a view from each side as your own, from your own screen, in a multiplayer.
I don't know. Weird idea.
That'd be a fucking hell of a way to play Mario Party though, and like
Right.
when you have the mini games, that'd be fucking pretty cool.
I mean, they're promoting this concept of the Switch being on the go real easy
That's
and
true.
being able to host people.
True. This is true. That was good. I think we might be on there. Why are they making that? I don't
I mean,
know.
I'm really
It's good
curious
news.
to things, especially getting into a game like Smash.
Yeah.
Like Switch to Switch connectivity live.
Nintendo cut the check.
Never do that.
It's how's that how's that gonna run? Is it that I could just take my Switch out and you have your Switch and we're already playing each other,
Right.
or are they trying to come up with something so you can have one Switch and everyone can
Right.
still use it on the go and everyone can have their space?
That is true. If anything, Brock,
Spitballing
Nintendo
in
would
here.
fucking shut down our show for talking about this for whatever reason.
I mean, how?
They just do that, dude. They don't like fucking free promotion, I guess. I don't know. Hellblade, Sinuous Sacrifice. We played the shit out of this. We loved it.
Beautiful
PlayStation
game.
4. It came out for Xbox One.
It's an experience as much.
They
as it is
did
a
something
game.
like this for PlayStation, where they donated all the charity from all the profits from 1 week or so.
It was World Mental Health Day.
Right.
Sony did, or Ninja Theory
Yeah.
did. It was like I don't remember if it was the entire thing or so much of each sale.
So
but
much,
for
yeah,
that
something like
day.
that.
Their profits went towards a donation for mental health.
Right, for mental health charity. They're doing a similar thing. It dropped for Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a similar thing at 50,000 copies sold.
By
which-
April 18th.
And they've
So
already
in
sold
a couple days.
They've
They're
already
over-
sold 44 or something, maybe probably
Yeah.
still rising.
Looked around 45. They posted on their Twitter just like a little graph, and they were well past 40,000 sales in units.
Right.
And so if they break 50 in the next few days, it'll be a $25,000 donation.
to mental health. And like that game, it really focused. It's like not a. It's just like not any other game.
Even as we first reviewed it and as we
What
talked
if somebody
about it,
crazy made it, dog?
they
No, they
really
really
worked with
used-
psychiatrists and
to-
psychologists to learn exactly how mental disorders work in specific ways to make it feel like
It's
you
a
are
great-
absorbed in a
Hey,
character.
is it offensive to say crazy these days?
I don't know.
No,
Oh,
like there's crazy people.
Yeah, that's what I wondered.
But this,
Like you can still say loony bin and stuff like that. It's fine.
I don't think you can say loony bin.
Why?
dog, Because that's fucking ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, dog.
I don't think
All right,
so.
all
I don't
right,
think so.
all
Rock. I really don't think so, Rock.
So,
but
someone
anyways,
who lives in shit your pants cray cray town, like
that's fine.
that's okay.
I think Looney Bin's better than that one, but right? They're probably like, we don't even know what he just said or what he's talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about
Yeah,
anymore
right.
because I'm crazy.
I just got let out the Looney Bin. But seriously,
That's what I'm saying, dog.
seriously though, the game really just delves straight into this like kind of
very
something
surreal.
that people don't want to talk about though either. That's very real, and they made a video game off of this really real experience that people experience that go through. They made it, more of a game type.
Yeah,
where
they
it's like
grounded
Norse
it in a cool
mythology.
mythology. They grounded it in a very cool.
But they took this really
story.
real issue, and they also used the game as a platform to bring awareness to this. Mm-hmm. Then they also used the game as a charity to bring finances to help with this issue. All around, this is a fucking like beautiful thing for video games. I
It
mean,
is.
like
It's
really
making impacts across in
Yeah.
so many other industries and so many other fields.
and it's a fucking great game.
Yeah,
It's
it is
positive.
simultaneously art, education, and entertainment.
and showing you people like you could do what you love and still make a difference in the world.
And it was so beautiful in that game. But just to stress it, can't stress it enough. If you're playing it, use headphones. It's what
Yeah.
it's designed to do.
Right.
It even tells you in the game, because part of what we're trying to
It's-
express here and the way they go into mental health and how they handle disabilities like this in this game is you're a character who you're just like, the goal is literally to like walk across this room,
Right.
and they manage to make it hard because you have constant
So much,
voices being
right.
thrown in your head, visual like,
Hallucinations, everything.
occurring, and it makes it so immersive that you
That you could be like, man, like
experience this girl's life, you experience her problems, and you fight through them with her.
right. It's actually like
a
we
lot
can
of
put you
passion
in this
behind
person's
that.
shoes.
Yeah.
We can put you in
It's
this
like
person's
reading,
shoes.
like some people say, it takes reading a book to feel like you really get into the character, and this game shows that boundary crossed in this platform.
Yeah, it's true. It really does a good thing as a art, as a media source that is consumed, just like everything else, like art, music, all that stuff. It really shows that video games have the fucking power, and it
And it
is
ties in
potentially
those-
more powerful.
And it ties in those elements of the real. The
Yes.
real life.
So
that
really
maybe
real.
maybe you know it, maybe you know someone who knows what that life is, but it gives everyone that experience.
I think that like ultimately, like full form, everything about this game, it's a fucking 10 out of 10 for everything it does because of what it stands for, the ideas that it portrays, everything that it is about.
And
what
it made
means
its run
is-
on the awards brackets.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah,
It's a great
all your
game. It
VGAs
does
from
things-
last year, like it was in there.
it does
won
things that-
awards.
And this is an indie. This is an indie title too,
Yeah.
but it does things. It's done
Yeah, it
more.
looks crazy for an indie title.
It's
for
done
sure.
more for video gaming than a lot of video games, even the best games ever, because
It set a standard.
But it's also done something for the world community, not just the gaming community. You know what I mean? It transcended that. It went past, above and beyond anything gaming orientated, and really focused in on like a world issue.
And it really helps show like
And
games are inclusive.
Well, they're also a European, but I believe a UK company, and this is in that country they actually treat mental illness a lot more carefully than they do here. I'm not saying that we ignore it here though, but like a lot of times some people would just be like, well, there's not anything really wrong with you. You just need to snap out of it. Like you hear that a lot, especially back in the day. Whereas like now we're slowly being like, okay, there's actually issues here that like maybe are more complex than what we're really understanding. And we're not really, putting ourselves in those shoes. This game that's exactly what it's doing. And like they have a really good understanding on like the concept of like mental health and all the differences that there are. It's not
You
always
look
just
at-
like remedial. You're not just always remedial or, this or that. Like you could just have hallucinations of something in the back of your head always telling you, that's something in your life, some sort of insecurity, which a lot of people have, but we kind of look past it. We're like, oh, that's just a moment. But it's like, yeah, man, this could be something that's serious, though, that you really is really going on with you. But how we're raised, we kind of like go past those things. You're like, oh, no, that's a
look
sign
at
of weakness. Like,
all
I don't
your
have problems. You know
mediums.
what I mean? It's like, you know.
Yeah, all your mediums that spread awareness through art, your music,
Right.
Paintings,
Right.
or everything that it takes, this unique look, this unique portrayal by an artist, and to help show the world what it's like to experience this. And Hellblade has done that in such a unique
I love it.
unique way. It's wonderful.
We could talk about it forever.
It
I
shows
truly
what
love it.
games can be for all the people that want to bitch about. They promote violence. They promote
right.
this. They promote all these stupid things
Right.
and wastes of time. Then you get a game like this that shows what games can do
Like, yeah.
for the world, for people, for anyone.
Yeah, it is amazing. Period. On to the next. Shenmue
So buy that shit.
HD is coming to your next-gen consoles, the PS4, Xbox. We mentioned it earlier when you were talking about Yakuza. But, dude, it's the rise, again, of Sega. They're coming back. They're making games.
Bringing back these classics.
I think we did it earlier on the show. We predicted a console.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. I like that idea. I
I'm
think they might
curious,
do
'cause I
something.
don't
Either
know,
that or they're just going to start pumping out so many more like games, like all the old school shit.
Well, because
bringing it
remember,
back.
they were just doing publishing, right?
Yeah.
Where they were
Yeah.
really hands off on everything. They just were like, well, we'll get you guys released. We'll use our popularity to get your game out, do the funding for the drop, the distribution. That's how they were, kind of conducting themselves in the gaming world.
But now they're making their statements bigger.
Yeah, and they're
making
going to
their
start
name bigger
developing the
again.
games again. So they're got the development going. They have new titles that are not even released yet, or not even named, essentially, that are coming out. And I think at E3 we've been seeing a bigger presence of Sega, either games, published titles, developed titles.
They always have a nice size little booth.
They're
area.
doing
last
it.
year. They did the
So-
little Sonic thing. And
right.
all
So
that.
and we've seen a new Sonic every year, and they're still
we
building
got
off
the
of
Yakuza
that.
tissue.
Right. We got right. You can't forget those paper
Now,
tissues.
I would speculate, because we predicted a console from them. But I'm curious because we're also in this newer world that Sega hasn't had a console in this newer world where it's not all exclusives anymore. Actually, most games are going
That's
all
the problem,
platform.
dog. He's about
So
to. They'll make a killing.
Yeah, so like my speculation is, does Sega even need to make a console?
True.
If they can just
Just
produce
make really
and let
good
everyone
games.
else spend the money, because we all know, typically when companies come out with a console, they're losing money on console sales and they make it back in game sales.
Right.
So it might almost even be smarter for Sega to just stay on the
Respectfully bow out of
development
that.
size. They don't have
It's
to
hard
produce
to
the
beat
console
consoles.
because everybody already
The
has the
console world
console.
is tough.
It's a weird
It is,
game
bro.
right now.
It is.
But-
How long has it been since we got a new system?
Oh,
Yeah,
but
last
there's a
year we got
reason.
shit.
No, like a new company. But
Oh.
there's a reason for that. It's hard.
Exactly.
Like that's why
But
Microsoft still
Sega-
hasn't fucking got a
This-
fucking stranglehold. on
Sega
the
got
thing.
played because of software issues and online issues. You
Yeah.
know, they got played with that. But they were a strong front runner for a long time. For me, at one point, it was Sega.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I mean, for them to be like, yeah, we're back out here swinging and bringing back all the classics, dog.
I had a Sega at
and
my
making
mom's
it
house and a
exclusive?
Super Nintendo at my dad's. So yeah.
Bruh, honestly, if they dropped 3 titles and made them exclusives, it would be enough to for me to buy a new Sega.
It's true. They could do it too. They could do it. They have the titles too to do it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Dauntless. This is a monster slaying kind of Monster Hunter. I would say, similar game. It's RPG. It's going to open beta. It's multiplayer, so it's like really focused on the multiplayer aspect, not so much like with Monster Hunter, where you kind of meet up with people. Like this is going to be one that you're like always in the game with them.
Okay.
The interesting thing about it is that it's got a lot of veteran developers that left other companies that are, this is what they're working on. This is their new project. It's a company called Phoenix, I believe, or Phoenix Development, or Phoenix Development, or Phoenix Develop. something like that. But
Rise
in Phoenix.
of the
Yeah,
Phoenix
it's Phoenix. So,
Incorporated.
but the funny or more interesting thing is that it's got people from Capcom in there. It's going to be like a Monster Hunter type game. We've seen this happen before, and usually those titles are pretty good.
So do we know more co-op focused than
So
on the
more
multiplayer?
co-op focused, exactly. It's going to be an open beta in May, so it's on PC only at that point. So I'll get it. We'll be able to at least experience it
Sign up.
and check it out. Exactly. This could be one of these newer, like where we see, Fortnite, then we see Radical Heights, and then we see Fortcraft. Could be something along those lines. You know what I mean? Like these games are having high success rates. Monster Hunter's having high success rates. A new Monster Hunter is not going to come out within the year.
Yeah, for
So this company probably recognized that and be like, well, hey, people might get bored of Monster Hunter in 6 months, 9 months, and be wanting something fresh and different. We can, be the people that fill that gap before they release a whole nother Monster Hunter World DLC that like changes the game up a lot to where because they're probably going to wait a year. They'll have 2 or 3 DLCs within that year, but it's all
But
additional.
what if not? They just start
monsters.
hitting
Do you know
us
if
over
they,
the head like
Who knows though? Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. This creates competition
Yeah.
within the companies. So Capcom's gonna be like, well, who's fucking Dauntless? They got fucking ex-developers of ours.
Yeah.
This guy's probably got
Have
some
they
information
picked
like,
up-
let's pick our game up, so we have to deal with this competition. You know what I mean? Like this is
Help
good
things
for
grow.
this is good for us because then
Some of
we
these,
get great content.
Yeah, like we were
Yeah.
talking, like this is a game where giants have taken over the industry. Most of gaming still comes like from a few hands,
Right.
and so it's good to see your competition grow.
True.
No, I agree.
My question is, have they picked up anybody out of From Software?
I didn't. I could actually let me.
I'm curious because, like, I mean,
Where
just
did I have
looking
that?
into like the name and the concept, you're also getting some Dark Souls vibes. I
True.
could see them digging into
Speaking of
trying
Dark
to pull something
Souls
out there.
5.
I cannot wait for some remastered. What is it, May?
Dude, they have a great list of Switch games coming to that. Mm-hmm. The Switch is going to be.
It is the console,
It's going
know.
to. Yeah, it's stepping its game up for sure. Let me see.
and
here. I
it
got
continues to prove graphics are not all that matters. Because they
Listen.
even at 4K.
But they're dropping some fire, so
Exactly.
Industry veterans, BioWare, Capcom, Riot. They don't. Yeah, nothing from.
At a Riot Games though.
Yeah, which is obviously they're super into multiplayer, large multiplayer online games. So, but one of the images shows here is there's like kind of like the Monster Hunter setup, 4 guys getting ready to slay a fucking giant monster. So, it looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. It has more of like that Project Spark look, or if you've seen Darwin Project,
I liked Project Spark a
yeah.
lot.
So if you've seen Darwin Project or what just came out, the Sea of Thieves, like that's how kind of like what the characters look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm excited to get home, and I'm totally gonna be playing some Sea of Thieves.
Dude, fire it
I
up, hit
cannot
me up,
wait to
man.
get
Hit
in
me
on
up.
that.
Let's go fucking hit the fucking. Let's
Dude,
hit the
sloop-
ocean, dude.
Sloop
fucking,
crew,
do
staying
it.
small, taking it all. We go do it. I'm into
yeah.
that. I'm into that. You got
For
that,
sure.
Rocket?
no,
let's-
dude,
let's-
Sea of Thieves?
You need to get it. You need to get your Xbox game
Oh yeah.
figured out.
Are you
bro.
on Xbox
No,
again
he's
right
not.
now?
I'll just cut it on and see what I need to do.
Well, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
what you can
man,
do
so-
is, if you haven't already used it, there's the 14
You-
free days of Xbox Game Pass. That'll get you 2 weeks of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see what I.
Well, let's take a little break. I got to use a little boys' room. We'll take a break, listen to some jammy jams, and then we'll get right back to it.
Some announcements, close things up.
Yes, sir.
Tell you again how you're gonna win a free game next week. What game is that? God of War.
Yes, sir. We are the Plug Gaming on DFCRadio.com. We'll be right back.
I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you.
I'm Superman flying the city. Caviar got me scorched. Why you niggas smoking Newport shorts? And you wonder why your bankroll short. Probably cause your ass never left the porch. I be grinding and making moves, you know the business. Pound the block, pushing work till it's finished. Serial killers need no fucking eyewitness. Extra clip, shit, I'm on my Blake Griffin.
Respect you, respect me.
I've been hustling my whole life.
You know there's no nigga out here like you.
Seen the light. I see you niggas stopping at the stop sign. I'm California stopping cause the world is mine. Some claim defeat, the angels speak. They woke the king will sleep. The trip will be the way to meet. I'm Superman flying the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman flying the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman flying the city. Saves confused with wearing capes, you fools. Still breaking the rules, roll moving, you lose. Handyman with the tool, I had to rock his body. I came to body like Lottie Dottie, and I don't wanna hurt nobody. I'ma break it down with the get down. Watch it go down, hold it down with the 4 pound. Now you know now, it's about to go down.
Respect you, respect
I've
me.
been hustling my whole life.
You know there's no nigga out here like
you.
you.
The light. I see you niggas stopping at the stop sign. I'm California stopping cause the world is mine. Some claim defeat, the angels speak. They woke the king will sleep. The trip will be the way to meet.
My weaknesses and my strengths. But everybody know my strengths definitely outweigh my weaknesses. As long as that, I'm a human being, like everybody else. And if I meet somebody perfect, then they can train me. And they can help me be perfect. But there ain't nobody out there perfect. So we'll all just get along with it.
They say Machiavelli's resurrected, I can feel his presence. But the coldest thing, Machiavelli never left us. Who the fuck he think he is? Talking about Machiavelli never left us. Who the fuck is it? I'm an outlaw thug, like hustling to the death of me. Brutalist, alien, I'm mom lost, baby. Worth to get money, knowledge and I fucking lead. Think I seen a ghost if you stood right in front of me. Tupac eternally, Rogers on his own shit. Think like new money, and you can pass it, show me. Worldwide masterpiece, hustle on this fucking street. On that dead fed crime, so they still trapping me. $1 million smile, girls say I'm sexy. Bachelor in arts, got it in psychology. Player, you ain't fly as me, still can't see me. Stand on oxygen, when you can't even do the breathe.
Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman flying the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman flying the city.
Anyone asks me, oh, I'm taking this shit head on.
on the grind all the time like overtime. I ride to the death, can't do it like this, so don't try to step. Can't move it like this, so don't try to test. Got shoppers on the side of me, right in my left, cause we do it so swift, we do it so sick, and we ain't gonna stop. We got money to get, we got honeys to flip, got the streets on lockdown, so why would we stop now? We holding the spot down. Sour Diesel Hennessy, a bad bitch next to me, 80X Henry going down up in history. Do it to the death of me, so ain't nothing left of me. Dumping off the weaponry, hold it down for centuries.
Taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth till the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life, for my life. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
Bonafide hustler, stay up in the street, grinding all day and all night so we can eat. Roll up on your homies like niggas, stick 'em up. Now bags in the stash in the back of the truck. Pounds of the diesel, throw it in the air. Tipping Hennessy for my niggas who ain't here. Back on my feet after shedding a few tears. Give me 2 years, stacked up with a few mil. Niggas locked up, but the homies still here. Rapping ADX, fresh in the full gear. Killing the recession, puffing on the chop. Teddy Brock shot, killing blue clocks. Haters got no idea you ain't ready. It'll be a sad song if you niggas test me. Them niggas tryna send 100 cops to come get me. Gibbo sprayed a couple shots and told them bitches come catch me.
Taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth till the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life, for my life. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. That's D, got me smoking the bass, no stress cheese. Now hold up, now roll up. Check the situation, bout to go nuts. With a little bit of perk up in my cup, you could tell the bartender to fill it on up. That's alright, baby, work your stuff. And that's all night, baby, work your strut. You and your friends can ride when I go. Take a little spin in my Monte Carlo. Take a little dip, baby, show you how I roll. Take a little hit, baby, puff on the hydro. Eyes so lit, make me look like my eyes closed. Purple drink mix, make me look like my eyes glow. Hypno Grey Goose with a little grape juice. That's how it is, so I'ma have to take side diesel in my blood. Purple drink in my cup, someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, purple drink up in my cup. Crank it up, crank it on up. It's the ADX team with no doubt in between, and we stay fresh and clean when we hop on the scene, and we style on them, profile on them. If they wanna act crazy, then we wild on them. It's the S to the T and that Cambo G, either Maserati blue or the Lambo green, and that Chevrolet mean when it drop on the street. Either hating on you or they hating on me, and it's shaved up, raised up. Drop it to the flow, got them blades to stay tough. In the candy on the bike, same color as sour. Catch me on the site, 100 miles per hour. This is my life, so this ain't ours. So I stay tight, so this is power. With the ADX team, you could call us some brave hearts. Sour diesel trees, you could call it the trademark. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. West Coast, crank it on up. East Coast, crank it on up. Midwest, crank it on up. Down south, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up.
ST, DJ Dale, Big Bell, Killer P, Chino with the OE, it's the ADX team. 562 Mob.
Send it out, living in motion. A heavy mojo coming straight from the ocean. Let it out and fit it in an inching portion. A touch of sunlight has me caught up in the notion. Giving what you have to give, a sweet devotion. A living, breathing, healing state of emotion. Honoring each other's kin, ego implosion. Your best self in a fabulous explosion. And you can find me up in the groove, getting in with the sickest rhythm only. No other people can spoil my mood. A life without music can be lonely. So come and shake out your everyday blues, taking it till the sun warms up the morning. And when it's time to return to the moon, yeah, you know we shared a little moment. Oh yeah, 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 we shared a little moment. Whoa, whoa, yeah, we shared a little moment. Learn about your suffering without imposing. A gentle breeze putting everything in focus. Channeling the love within, subconscious learning. A deep-rooted answer breeding all the hurting. Underlying innocence, a passion burning. The motivation measured straight from the earning. Living free and tempting sin, unscripted yearning. This situation can be dangerously curving. And you can find me up in the
Oh yeah, brother.
We back.
I'm the Macho Man.
We back.
When he comes into the arena, brother, you gotta be the
Elizabeth.
cream.
You gotta rise to the
Elizabeth,
top.
come here.
The cream. The cream of the crop.
Elizabeth, come here. Elizabeth.
Cream.
Oh yes, we're gonna talk about some nostalgia and some new releases.
And some future releases to really look forward to.
Yeah, so, coming out this week, we got Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. That Rock already played and talked about, and he said he really enjoyed it, so check that one out. God of War comes out later this week on Friday. Now, this is the one that you want to pick up, especially if you're on PlayStation. If you're not, you need to go ahead and get yourself a PlayStation 4 so you can play this game. It's that type of game. It's reason why people buy a console is for God of War series, things like this, these exclusives.
That's the realest shit out there, dog.
And that's the truth. That's the truth. I would, if I didn't own a PlayStation 4, knowing that I played all the God of Wars, when this one came out, I would probably buy the God of War PlayStation 4 Pro version, even though it's hideous. Rock did shed some light on that.
Yeah.
It's the axe. The PlayStation itself is the axe, which then allows you to look at it a different way. But it still
just looks,
really, it's really, you know, well, that's just what we'll say.
It's you know what, like I think you labeled this first it was the gray was
Yeah.
the biggest
It's just-
mistake. It looks
Make it look
plastic
like
and
a
cheap.
fucking axe then.
Yeah.
You know, make it look
I
like
want a
have it-
PlayStation that's got a axe handle sticking
that
out
I
of the
can just
fucking
fucking
side
hit
of it.
somebody with.
Yeah. I don't want to play Fortnite anymore.
Yeah, you know, exactly, dude. Fucking
Yeah,
make it a
it's-
fucking accident.
Yeah, I
You
just
know?
feel like it looks like a shitty version of the axe.
It's
At
just
that
a
it doesn't
cheap
have
version,
any
yeah.
damage.
Like the toy
Like-
axe that I have
Yeah, that's
looks way better.
yeah.
You should have made
but
that.
look at that. It has all the like damage in it and things like
Right,
that.
like
this
the-
is like a clean ass
it's been
version of the
used,
blade,
yeah.
and it's like
Yeah,
it looks like shit. It's trash.
that's
There you
the,
go.
the axe that belongs to a man who's never used it.
Exactly.
Ooh.
And
I
we
got
know
issues.
Kratos
And I got
probably
issues
used
with
it as- when he got it.
Yeah.
He probably murked the guy who gave it to him. Something
He
like that.
definitely did. That's got to be in the story.
You know, that's probably somebody's axe that he took because he realized, oh, I can just reach it, it'll come to me. Oh, that's your ass. I'm taking it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. One of the new releases, another one. Sam, you brought this to our attention.
Yeah.
We didn't bring this up.
If you have not seen this yet, watch the trailer for Pokemon Past and Future.
Yep.
As the
That's it.
next one coming out, it's coming this year. It's coming to the Switch.
It's all about them Pokemans.
It's, I mean, if you watch the demo, you could see they show some action of the 3D battle style.
Yep.
It is going to be, I mean, a Switch RPG Pokemon game.
Yeah, there it is.
What else can you ask for?
That's
It's also
what's
like
up.
they've got some new elements in here where it's past and future. So the games are actually set 100 years apart from each other. You work with, like, there's different groups involved in it, different enemies involved in either
You think
one.
this is like more encouraging for them to get both.
I don't know. See, I got a roommate who's going to get the other.
There you go.
So
that's the best way to do it. Anyways,
jackpot.
find a buddy
Yeah.
and do that. That is the best way
Yep.
because then you can at least trade or even get the experience from it. Play the game for a little bit.
You also
that.
get to see the new
'Cause
God
Because
Pokemon.
now it's 100 years different.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna see
New shit.
not just the difference of the Pokemon, the difference of the environment.
Yeah. Difference
So
in
it
the
could be-
environment, the play style.
Yeah.
I mean, Sun and Moon was cool, where like Moon was in the game, it was night at daytime
Right.
because Pokemon's follow an actual
Right.
time, and during the day it was night. So
Right.
it was cool to have that concept running with Sun and Moon. Now we're gonna get something completely new.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it too.
I
Switch,
don't want.
too.
I'm not going to tell you any details about the new legendaries, but watch the trailer,
Yeah.
and you're going to see they're dope. They are
Check
so
it
dope.
out.
I want Future personally.
Yeah,
that's gonna be my go.
Same here. I think it just makes more sense.
Well, yeah, like the future Pokemon. Like, what are they're gonna be like past Pokemon? Like maybe all the ones you already
All
had.
the old shit you already got. I'm like,
well, who knows? We'll see.
are you fucking getting fossil Pokemon? It's
Okay.
like, I don't give a fuck.
Well, let's
about
stay
it.
on this topic here. We're gonna do our little retro outro.
Let's talk some
Pokemans. Let's talk Pokemans.
Pokemans.
Okay. I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over. You can list your 6 if that's what you want to
Look,
do.
you got to put your dream team out
You
there.
can put your dream team out there.
Even
Mine's
label your
douchey,
game.
though, dog.
Hey, dog.
Mine's
as long as it's the one you play as.
Venusaur, Raichu. Okay.
Okay, you got your
I
grass electric going.
I got a
you some
grass
poison in there?
electric going. Yeah, like I like, dude. Believe it or not, dude, I like to the low level like status based ones. Like, dude, I'll have like a Weedle in there, high level, and fucking hitting people with weird shit. Just
Poison
Nice.
shot
Nice.
dog.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I
String
mean? The high
shot,
level-
string shot,
exactly,
string
yeah.
shot. You just
Right.
miss every fucking
Yeah.
attack.
Oh, you can't move
You
because
can't move.
Weedle hit you with a street shot. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're mad.
Charizard,
They're
dog.
mad though. But you know, I was like interested
Metapod,
in that
use
stuff.
Harden.
Right? Metapod. Don't level them up. You know what I mean? Cancel your level ups and stuff like that's the
Oh
kind
man,
of
it's
shit
fun
that
to
I
have
was
stupid
into.
high evo.
Right?
non-evo.
Exactly. But no, like Raichu, Venusaur, like that's totally like where I was at.
Okay, so Venusaur's always your pick.
Always
your
my
starter
pick. He's
out
always
of the
my
three?
starter. I love just the grass type, and my
I
favorite
actually
color
really
is
like the
green.
grass type in in this past future. I like the grass
Yeah,
type
so
starter.
they've always done a good job with them, but like the electricals, I've always loved Pikachu. Raichu's just the evolved version of it. I just love his design, the way it looks.
Yeah.
The move sets are cool, but you know, for me, it was just like that style is really really awesome. Like the Weedles, like I just like them better than like their evolved versions, even though
That's
like.
fair. Butterfree was shit.
Butterfree, yeah, like you know, it's like whatever, and like even Beedrill, like those they're cool, but like you know,
I was never big on bug types.
bug types were cool for me, but like I just like them as their original starters, not their evolved version. So I don't know. I played the game kind of differently. I found out amongst a lot of people because like it was totally a card game as well.
Yeah.
And so like I was like, yeah, I'm like looking into this as like the adventure, kind of collect them all, not so much worried about my battling types. And like I was so into the cards, and like that's really where I was really at is in the card collection, and then also like trading and making money, because like I made tons of money off of Pokemon.
Seriously, dog.
Yeah.
And
as soon as you got
You
that
knew Pokemon
Charizard,
cards?
it was a rat.
Charizard $50 every time. It
Our
was $50.
Zapdos.
You buy the right booster pack, you're guaranteed a gloss, and those can get you $20.
Dude, I had
Depends on
the
kid you're
fucking.
selling
I
to.
could just touch the pack, bend it once, and no.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
That ain't good enough.
that's got a holographic. I'll buy that one.
Not this one.
Yep. Yeah.
This
what?
This
Oh,
one.
there it
This
is.
one.
Blastoise, $35. Okay, cool. What? Next one, Charizard, $50. You know what I mean? Like all day. I'd have like a whole sheet of just Charizards, holographics. And I'd be like, yeah, that's like the, rainy day stash when my parents ain't giving me no more fucking lunch money. I'll be like, go chain in a Charizard, get 50
Buy me a pizza.
spot real quick. You know what I mean? No,
Hey, you
I
want
went
a
to
slice?
like, I went
$5.
to like fucking the same place that I would trade the fucking card in for, and then spend all my money on fucking coins for
More
arcade
cards.
machines.
Yeah.
Like arcade machines.
I'll
Marvel
take that
vs. Capcom,
$50
shit
in
like
quarters.
that.
I gotta go get that Simpsons
Let me
game.
get 3 fucking juice drop juices and fucking one for my buddies. Here we go, and then like
Ball and Dutch.
$25 in quarters so we can play Marvel vs. Capcom for the next 6 hours.
And then
until
you're
you guys
like-
close. The guy's like, sure, fuck yeah. I'm like, all right, cool.
All
Here,
in
can I
house.
trade in another Charizard? Like that's literally how it was. And I would like sell the Charizards out in front of the comic book shop. For
But like you
more-
said
more
too,
money
that's
and
where
stuff,
Pokemons
too.
were great. They
Yeah.
are a great collector's
Well,
game.
It is a great collector's
You
game.
was getting that many Charizards, motherfucker?
Bro, I'm telling you,
Did you not hear how he analyzed cards
the
before they even
guy-
came out of the fucking
guy
plastic?
That from the okay, so there was 2 spots in the same center. There's a shoe repair, and this guy sold all cards. He had your baseball cards, everything, and he had the almanacs and everything to get you the pricing and everything there. Like that's what he did. But it was a shoe repair place. So that was like the low key spot that I went to and knew the guy. He'd like let me rifle through the packs, everything. And then there was a juice stop / like yogurts place that sold cards and all kinds of other, like anime, everything. And that's kind of where like I would like use my techniques developed at the shoe repair, and I'd go down to theirs and buy all their packs. And then I'd like, sell them to the guy at the shoe repair. Then he'd have like the exclusives, and then people would be
Fucking you working people.
Well, the shoe repair is not an inviting place to sell cards. You know what I mean? So he had to like, he would have tournaments out in front, like anything he could do to like make it more friendly for that. So like I would
change the fucking
guy
name
kinda,
from shoe
the guy
repair.
was cool, really cool though about it, But yeah, he didn't make any money off shoe repairs. Like I don't know why he never did that. Yeah, that would be great to tell him, years ago. But I was a kid. I was like, yeah, man, you let me go through your Pokemon like boxes of them to find the holographs. Like I'm not tripping, dude.
Okay.
And I literally could bend it and tell by if there's a holograph
That's
in there.
champion status there.
Yeah.
Hey, you was that motherfucker fucking up all the packs for people like, hey, why is it warped?
No, they would never. It wouldn't warp it. No, you bend it. You don't bend it like that. You bend it on the sides this way, where it has more resistance.
Oh.
You don't bend it long.
Pro tip.
Yeah, you bend it like this, and the holograph has, it's harder to bend, so you can like really just kind of feel it. I've been wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't get every pack, but dude, I had fucking holographics. Dude,
I mean, I had a shitload, but man, Charizard, you wild, dog. I
Well,
had
I mean,
one
50 bucks-
Charizard
50
and a
bucks
motherfucking
a
Zapdos.
pop.
I
and
didn't
was out
keep
there
my
whooping
collection
ass
of
and
cards
getting
ever, so I
paid.
sold them off if I ever had anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sam, give us your 6. Give us your starters.
Now I got 4 all the times, and then usually my last 2 are like a change it around each time I play the game because
Variables?
I've replayed like the original Red Blue. I've replayed those too many times.
I replayed Red like a year ago.
Yeah.
And I think that might be my favorite one.
Dude, it was so nice that they came out with them for the 3DS. I just have it downloaded and saved on my DS.
But this is the crazy part.
Whatever I want.
I love the fact that you can like run and shit now,
Yeah.
That's what makes it, or get on a
Totally.
bike and all that shit. But it's like, I don't know, man. The first one, it was a shit. I loved it.
I remember playing that thing everywhere that I fucking went,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I had my Game Boy with me all the time.
When
it
I
was
was,
like one of the best systems, man.
Yep. When I was in high school, I was on the wrestling team, and like for tournaments, you'd spend an entire weekend sitting in a fucking gym for your
Right.
5-minute bouts.
Right.
And like
Basketball
me and my
tournaments
friends,
too, yeah.
like all of us on the team, just would pick up every winter. We'd pick up our Nintendo, our Game Boys again, and we would just, while we're in the gyms, we'd be hammering through some Pokemon. Okay, so
Totally
my
the same thing
team
for me. Yep.
always started with Bulbasaur, so Venusaur's on that team.
Right.
My number 1 Pokemon, Alakazam.
Boom.
My number 2 Pokemon, Snorlax.
Okay.
You already
Love
got a
that.
killer 3 right there.
Yeah.
Jolteon, because I
Okay.
love the electric, I love the
Okay.
speed, and I like that little bit of bug move.
Excellent.
And then my last 2, I usually like the big fighting one, either Machamp or Hitmonlee, because
Right.
it's all about them kicks. And then to round it off, it would be either Lapras or Gyarados.
Gyarados, I love. That's actually one that I like.
That's
I like
that's
Gyarados.
that's my 6 team that like would just crush anything.
Yep. Yep. That's a good selection.
But I
Mine's corny.
gotta give props to, because if you played Sun and Moon, the Alolan versions of bringing back old Pokemon,
Right.
I absolutely loved the Alolan Muck
Yeah.
being
Right. Like the more colorful.
yeah
version
the
of it,
Rainbow
yeah,
Muck, or as I
changing.
called him, he was LSD Destroyer.
It's like always like it looks like he's just fucking tripping
Poison
the whole time,
and dark,
right? Yeah,
like he was a
yeah.
monster.
Yeah, that's the LSD destroyer.
LSD Destroyer. Yes.
Yeah,
How about you,
mine,
Rock? Let's hear it.
Mine is corny, dog. I just roll with the
Hey,
originals.
we were
I
talking
literally-
about fucking
I'm trying to
Pokemon,
tell you,
man.
dog,
Like, what do you
mine
mean?
is
This guy
literally-
throws a disclaimer on his fucking Pokemon, so like,
I'm
like
just saying,
Because he's like Dragonite, Articuno,
Not even, dog.
Moltres,
It's literally
Zapdos, Dragonite.
it's Charizard. I use Charizard. I use
Hold the classic.
Blastoids.
Oh, so you'd restart
And-
the game so you could get the 2?
I would get all the originals. That was my
Alright.
squad. The 3 originals, like Blastoids, Charizard, and fucking what's my
Venusaur?
name? Venusaur, and then I would get a Raichu. And then if I was lucky enough to run into a friend with a Game Shark, who was willing to trade me a Mew, I'd take that guy or two.
Nice.
Hey, don't hate
Game
on me,
Shark.
man.
He just
Hey,
Game
man.
Sharked it.
Hey, my homies
There's
was
Rock
wrong,
for ya.
dog.
Hey,
Shoot me a Mew, dog.
He picked the top tier. He's an A tier,
Yeah,
Hey, man.
exactly.
A tier player.
All right, he's
Hey,
got
gotta
all
be
the
that
tops.
guy.
He's got all the
Dog,
tops
got
and the
that.
fucking Game Sharks, and he's got
But-
a Game Shark.
Hey, got
If
my
I-
Mew, dog.
if
Hey,
I were
that's
to
how
get-
I always
yeah.
got him. I never found a Mew.
Yeah.
I got a Game Shark Mew. If you had a Mew,
you
you
go.
did the same thing, dog.
If I
the
were
fuck you find
to
a Mew
get
at? Show
any
me.
Pokemon as a tattoo, though, Alakazam for
Yeah,
sure.
I like.
That is
I
my
love
guy.
the whole evolution.
I like
Yeah.
how you motherfuckers just cut me off.
all-
I'm not
from
done,
Abra
dog.
all the way through.
You said you six.
I'm not done.
You got another one.
And Mega
that was only
Alakazam.
5, dog.
Oh,
Who's your next one? Come
Oh,
on.
my bad.
My last one, I don't know. I will get back to it. Finish what y'all
Mewtwo.
talking about.
You already got Mew. Just throw Mewtwo in there too.
Yeah,
I don't
Mewtwo,
like
Mew.
Mewtwo. I like the Mew better than Mewtwo. Mewtwo was
Damn.
a
What about
fucking douchebag. I used to watch the cartoon. I was one of those kids.
I like to start games
Get
with
to school like
Jigglypuff
I
a
don't
lot.
watch Pokemon.
It's all about that
Run home
sing,
and watch
sing,
this shit.
sing. Don't Pokeball. Don't Pokeball.
Oh man, yeah, no. Pokemon was like
Oh, my nigga Punchy Rock. Geodude.
All right. Punchy Rock was dope.
Yeah, I'm fuck with Geodude.
Geo.
I don't like Golem
Onyx.
that much.
Nah, me neither.
Onyx, it's a shame Onyx is like
He's not better.
actually not that good.
He's
I mean.
not that good.
Steelix
He's
now,
really
if
not
you get a
that
Steelix out of him and you do the trade with Metal Coat,
Yeah, that's
but that's future games.
That's future games, exactly.
Yep.
But he's actually the Onyx is the one that I always really liked, but just was upset with.
What are you talking about? He had Bind. If he was strong in that Bind,
Bind
he'd
is a
tear
vicious move, but you
some
know who
shit.
did Bind better? Bellsprouts.
Bellsprouts.
Boom.
All right.
Told you,
Dude, Bind, Sleep Powder, you could just fuck someone's day up.
They're done.
They don't even get
They're
to
not
play
even
games.
fucking- yeah, you're not. Your rounds. Your next round is taken, dude. It's not happening.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
going
you're
again.
still in Bind. Oh, wait, you're still in Bind.
And
Let me
I'm
put you to
bringing it-
sleep. Oh, I'm going to put you in Bind now.
And then I'm bringing out my other Pokemon. To destroy it.
That's why you gotta run
See-
Punchy Rock, dog.
Well, that's why I like running Alakazam as a
Punchy
first a
Rock
lot of
and
the time.
Big Dick B.
Well, I'll run Alakazam as like a lead for me a lot because he's so got that. The only thing with a higher speed than Alakazam, I believe, was Jolteon, and so you could have the high speed to get the launch off the start. But if
First move,
Alakazam
yeah.
was up against anyone you wouldn't, I'd switch out to Snorlax, and Snorlax you get to play. I loved my Snorlax for this move set: Body Slam, Yawn, Rest, and Snore.
Right.
It's you don't do much except be the ultra tank
Yeah.
because you can attack while you're sleeping, you can attack while you're awake, which can paralyze, and yeah, you could put them to sleep and you just like have so much HP and then it just rests.
Yeah, right, exactly. Bring
Oh,
it all back.
Snorlax. I've almost
He's OP.
beat. Yeah. My goal someday is to beat just the whole Final Four with just Snorlax.
I just use Charizard against anything that's out there extreme.
High level Charizard can't go wrong with it. Yeah, that's
Fire
true.
blast.
Boom. That's true.
I don't know if you notice about thick fat, but it reduces damage from ice and fire attacks. Bitch.
Hey man, Fire Blast is epic, you know. And
There
Mega
it
Punch.
is. That's fair. There it is.
Mega Punch. Boom.
Done. It's done. The game is over.
That-
The live is ending.
Kobe.
But at the same time,
No, we're. What's up, Brock? You got something to add on to it? Come on.
I mean the new
Hit
one's
it.
coming, dog. You know,
Yeah.
we'll all get to do some epic
And
battles.
I cannot wait to bring that shit back.
Yeah, me too. Man.
Epic battles. Well, guys, we're gonna end the show here.
Sounds like that's been the plug.
We did it all, covered all our bases. Reminder, God of War giveaway, PlayStation 4. It's going down this week. It ends next week, 1 week from today, the 23rd.
Make
We
sure
will
you
announce-
get on our Instagram. You follow us. You like us. You comment and tag a friend, and you repost that shit.
Do all those things, and you enter for your chance to win. And that's what's going down, guys. So, get into it. You got to play to win. You got to play to win. Okay? Otherwise, this is the Plug Gaming on DFCRadio.com.
We'll
And
be bringing you all the fun of God of War next week.
we out,
And
chat.
don't forget the abuse is coming, on the 28th.
28th. The
Bring your
28th,
ass
the
and be
abuse.
mad. And bring your mothers as well.
Your mother is a
I'm
lovely
better.
lady.